motion to revoke your post-imprisonment supervision
You said RBU and what?
and house arrest. And that was $1,500 cash only. They say if the interpreter was coming.
No, they didn't. It's not on our schedule. And she said if we can call it at 10:15.
I believe, Mr. Todd, this next case is yours, the Hart matter. Court will call 22 CR 659, State of Kansas versus Hart, and 22 CR 139, State of Kansas versus Hart. Will the parties who are appearing in person and on video state their appearances for the record?
Tyler Childers for the state.
May it please the court, the defendant appears in custody with counsel Zane Todd. Your Honor, if we could set these two probation violations for a go here.
I believe we gave you a time next week, right? That works for your calendar?
Yes, Your Honor. I think that was the 12th. I have transitioned from my mobile office to the office outside your court, so I don't have my calendar open. You can.
I think we set it at 3 on the 12th. Let me double check.
That's correct.
Yes,
Okay.
I think that was.
Ms. Hart, the court is ordering you to appear on both cases next Wednesday, June 12th, 2024 at 3 o'clock for go motions to revoke your probation. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Matters adjourned. The next case they're calling is the Pacheco matter. And Mr. Gazza, this is yours, sir. It looks like to the jail. I know Mr. Gazza was in the courtroom or in the Zoom room, but now I do not see him. We're going to have to wait on Pacheco because Mr. Gazza had to go to another courtroom. And also to the jail on Torres. It looks like the interpreter is not able to be here until 10:15. Is that a problem for the jail to call Torres at 10:15 when the interpreter is here?
No, Your Honor, we'll make that work.
Thank you very much. Sorry for the disruption to your schedule. The next case will be the Wells matter, Ms. Duncan.
Your Honor, I'm checking on Wells. He wasn't able to come just yet. He's been very sick.
Okay. Do you think he's going to be able to come, or should we just call the case and get, I know the attorneys are here.
Let me see if I can find that out. I was trying to figure that out. Just a second.
Okay, not a problem. While they're trying to do that, Ms. Duncan, do you know if the court just wants to set for a sentencing?
We just need to set for sentencing. We did have a motion on bond, though.
Okay. And when they figure out if Wells is going to be here, Mr. Childress, did the state want an updated PSI?
Let me look at the case real quick, Judge.
If there's not, if a PSI, if an updated PSI is not needed, Ms. Duncan, do we want to look at next week for sentencing?
Judge,
We
I don't
can
think
do that, Your Honor. It looks like the original sentencing was set for May 21st, so I don't think there would be a need for a PSI unless the state has information otherwise.
I agree, Judge.
He is agreeing with you. If we look at next week for sentencing on Wells. And Mr. Gazza, we're going to call your case next as well.
What about June 12th at 3:30?
June 12th at 3:30 work for Mr. Stewart's calendar?
Yes, Your Honor, that works.
So when they bring Wells in, we're looking at June 12th, 3:30 for sentencing, and I know you want to address bond, Ms. Duncan.
Mm-hmm. Do you want me to
And,
go ahead and do that or just wait till he's here?
No, we'll wait till he's here. And he is coming in? Okay.
Yes,
And then
ma'am.
Mr. Gazza is going to be here on Pacheco too, so we can call Pacheco right after.
Chicken
the
Yale,
Wells matter.
you must be way behind, bro.
The court calls 23 CR 1497, State of Kansas versus Wells. Will the parties who appear in person and on video state their appearances for the record?
Tyler Childers for the state.
Stop shaking!
Eli Duncan,
Stop
associated
shaking!
with Mr. Stewart for Mr. Wells, who's in custody.
This matter.
White Sammy Sosa, hopefully we're going to find out here soon.
Sentencing, we need to set for another sentencing date, and is either party requesting an updated PSI?
Good morning, everybody. Unfortunately, Trina's lawyer is still busy with another hearing next door. So her hearing has been just postponed 30 minutes. So instead of starting at 9 o'clock, it's starting at 9:30 here in about 10 minutes.
500 cash or surety. As mentioned before, this is only because Mr. Wells failed to appear.
She does look
at
angry.
sentencing.
All she can
contacted
see is
Mr.
this
Stewart,
screen
got
right
his
here.
dates mixed up. He thought it was
This
May
is
20
Trina
it was
Golden.
May 21st. He thought it was May 22nd. I believe Mr. Stewart tried to get him in on that next docket, but court's availability prevented that. So he will be living with his girlfriend, Megan Smith, at 816 Ridge Avenue in Kansas City, Kansas. And he will obviously show up for his sentencing. I do have a note that he still needs to complete his LSIR. So I believe if he got out, well, I don't know that we could do that before the 12th, but I'll leave that up to the court.
And being that I did just see this right here come up,
Looks like
I'm going to go ahead and just sit in.
And it was ordered to complete.
And then
his,
I'll go ahead and let you guys know what happened, okay?
And appearance sentencing, and it looks like.
All right, you guys.
Stated that the LSCMI has not been completed, that the defendant was uncooperative.
Actually, I'll keep the stream live. We'll just move this out of the way. Hold on.
Reported phone number had been disconnected, emailed him and his lawyer, and got no response. So that LSCMI was not completed. And I think to Ms. Deccan's point, I don't know if it will be done that quickly. What is the state's position on the bond modification?
Judge, the state's opposed. He's had numerous violations.
And you know what? I'm still going to be talking to my law team and seeing. Remember, this was kind of something that I still, just because they post something like that doesn't mean that that is, they can post whatever they want. You have to read that statute, which I did read. And guess what? It does not. Okay. That statute, that recording that statute or penal code, whatever you want to call it, is referencing to, has to do with recording in the physical courtroom itself. Okay? Because here's the thing. If I'm recording from another country, the statutes in the United States don't matter. Okay? Now, if I'm in that courtroom physically, then yes, I'm going to be in the United States and I have to adhere to those statutes. But you can't go and tell people on the internet, people that have access, if you give people access to the world, on the worldwide internet, to your courtroom, you can't sit there and say, excuse me, Mr. whatever your name is from so-and-so, you can't record. I'll breathe. I'm just getting really upset at this. And you know what? I am going to show it. I did get confirmation from the legal team just right now, and it will be shown.
Whether they're bound by the plea or not, and he did not complete the LSCMI that was part of the court.
So out of the privacy of the other people, hold on, let me switch this to me, and I'm breathing. It is. I read the statute. I read it. I did my research, and so did my legal team, okay? So I am going to show it. I'm just not going to show the other people's cases. That's why I took it off now. As soon as her statute starts, we're rolling.
Your sentencing and also cooperate with the LSCMI.
Stinky Pinky, you're not banned. We can see you.
Email Mr. Burrows. That's who completed that, who was tasked with completing the LSCMI. I know it takes a couple of hours, so I'm not quite sure if it's going to get done in time.
It is. No, see, as a matter of fact, I'm not going to do it now because I don't want to mess up my thing, but that statute has to do with recording in the physical courtroom, okay? Like I said, how can you try to tell people that they need to follow a statute that, one, is only a statute in your state, in your physical state? You can't tell people, if I'm watching from freaking Africa. You can't tell me, hey, a person from another country, you have to adhere to our our statute. No, absolutely not. They're the ones that chose to use a platform, and they're the ones that chose to put this court hearing accessible to anybody on the public. I'm not sitting in a courtroom trying to sneak a camera or my phone like that. You know what I mean? Absolutely not. And as the public, we have a right to sit in on this. So there's a lot of things going on here that this person is, I don't know if it's the state, the judge, whoever's in charge of that courthouse is really pushing.
Judge, if we could set this for scheduling, I would ask maybe 3 to 4 weeks to have anything open, or else I have a motion on bond.
That's crazy, man. That's insane, man. That's and I'm sorry if I'm starting to get a little angry about it, but when you're a journalist, you know what I mean? And especially with this channel, as much as I adhere and I take pride in adhering, to following the law, but in return, I also feel that, hey, I would expect the law to also adhere to its own law, that the Constitution, if I got to follow it, is going to adhere to its own rules and Constitution and laws. That's crazy. And you know what? Here's what we're going to do. Just so I'm going to cover all my bases, okay? We're just going to listen, because that's important. We already seen how she looks. We don't need to watch her. We don't need to see her reaction. We're just going to listen. Two can play at this game.
No, Judge.
Check of the court's ordering you to appear July 30th, 2024 at 2 o'clock.
It is still public because we're listening to it. Remember, back in the days, they only had radios. They didn't have TVs when the Constitution came out. Well, they didn't even have radios then, but...
Your motion on bond, Mr. Zaw.
Judge, bond is set at $4,500 cash surety. Mr. Checa.
Stroke off. Do you know what the 5 elements to the First Amendment are? Hell, that might even be a trick question. Is there even 5 elements?
Johnny resident. I don't believe he has
Stinky Pinky. You can be seen, okay? You got your attention for 1 minute. Chill.
Any objection, Mr. Childress?
There's no objection. I would ask that electronic monitoring be added.
The court will grant the request at the bond at 2,500 PR. That will be with pretrial services. You can make contact with them, Mr. Pacheco. If
You got these people on these platforms like YouTube. Like, I'm not even going to give those people names, you know what I mean? Breaking TOS every day, making threats, using this platform to physically harm people.
Ms. Golden, we're waiting for your attorney, Mr. Hunter.
They're still waiting for an attorney. I just heard it. So her attorney is still hearing I guess her attorney is part of another hearing that's going on in another courtroom. Hold on. So it looks like they're going to bump her up to 10:15, okay?
Ms. Glasser, your case, sir, is? Call 24 CR 625 State.
Are you saying that this thing we are here being broadcast somewhere online, so then it's fair use? Am I wrong? You can listen. Every single one of you right here, right now, can literally log on right now and listen to this. Literally.
About 45 days.
You want Gina's end of July date or August?
End of July would probably be fine.
We can do July 30th at 3:30.
That'll work.
Ms. Collins, any objection, Mr. Childress?
No, Judge.
Ordering the defendant to appear in person July 30th, 2024 at 3:30 for a potential plea. Time for today's date until July 30th, 2024 shall be assessed to the defense.
Judge.
Thank you, Ms.
Go
Collins.
to Kansas County District Courthouse. Google Kansas District County Courthouse. At the top of the website, it'll say directory for Zoom hearings. click on the directory. You're going to look for Division 9.
Person with her attorney, Steve Neighbors.
That's it. That's all you need to know.
I've got a bit of discovery to get through, so and I didn't have time for personal reasons. I couldn't get to everything. I would ask, because the complexity.
You guys are funny, man.
And talk to my client about it before reaching out to the state about the matter more. Could we?
All right, so what? That's going to be about almost another 45 minutes. So does that mean I got to go to entertain you guys for 45 minutes? Oh my God, what are we going to do? Just kidding. All right, hold on. Let me just mute this for a second. All right, so I guess what was supposed to be a live broadcast, but unfortunately, you know, when everything's live, stuff doesn't go perfect, has been delayed. It appears that they're still waiting on Trina's lawyer to finish up another case that he's part of. And looks like they've bumped it to 10:15. What is that? Central Time, because we're in Olathe, Kansas, okay? That's being heard in the Johnson County District Courthouse, which is located in Olathe, Kansas, all right? The reason Trina Golden, now, please don't get this mistaken with her other jury trial that's going to be starting in July, okay? That has to do with the whole reason we even started coverage on Trina was for the 3 charges that she's facing in that jury trial. The most serious one being the distribution of drugs leading to a death, okay? Very sad story and situation. If you want to catch up on all that, you can start from the beginning of when we started following this case, which we provided even back then, live coverage, okay? We've been kind of having this back and forth kind of thing going on between this channel and the courthouse, between what is fair and what's not fair usage and things like that. As a matter of fact, I've even been in contact with that judge and had asked for permission to record, or actually to record. And they didn't deny it. They had just said that that hearing that I was asking to record was not going to be available through Zoom. And they said that I was more than welcome to come and sit down and listen to the hearing, okay? So I don't see what's the difference if you're inviting me to pretty much say I can watch the hearing, why I have to physically be there. Especially if it's available online. At that time, when she invited me to come to the courthouse physically, that's because that hearing was going to be available through Zoom. That was it. It wasn't because they didn't want you recording off of Zoom. It was just the case wasn't going to be heard on Zoom, okay? This hearing is totally different. This has to do, the hearing today has to do with the fact that she was arrested, rearrested again on a warrant that was issued last month, I think, going into this month. And that had to do with her breaking her probation. So I'm hoping today we're going to find out what she did that broke her probation. Okay. She's currently on, she's got an ankle monitor and she's also on house arrest. Okay. She's still able to work. She's got to submit a work schedule and stuff like that. But those are the 2 programs or monitoring programs that she's currently, you know, being monitored off of. Okay. So, I'm not sure, again, what she did. I'm not going to make any allegations to break her probation, but that's what she's found herself in trouble again for, and why she's currently sitting in jail right now, and why I'm hoping today we'll find out a little bit more information as to what happened. But now that we've got a little bit of time, hey, good morning to everybody. I was expecting, originally, this hearing or case was going to start at 9 o'clock on the dot. Usually they don't, but more or less around then. Then they pushed it to 9:30, and then now, just like I announced just a few minutes earlier, they've just now pushed it to about 10:15. Just all they're doing is just waiting on her lawyer to be available. Which, if I'm not mistaken, this is a paid lawyer, man. Shit. Send out a public defender. They're paying this guy. Time is money. Maybe they didn't get his payment yet, so. But yeah, they've got her waiting there, so. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to my mods. Thank you all for being here on a very late notification. That was just kind of last minute. Welcome to all the viewers. Welcome to all the members of the jury. Like I said, best way if you want to catch all these breaking news or last minute notifications is to make sure, one, that you're subscribed. But most importantly, because a lot of people forget this, is just because you're subscribed doesn't mean you have notifications turned on. You still got to, I'm not sure if it's different on other, what do they call it? iOSs or whatever they say, you know, between the Apple phones and the Androids or desktop and phones. But either way, what you do want to make sure is that you've got your notifications and all of them set to turn on, okay? So even though you're subscribed, doesn't mean you have notifications turned on. So that means that you may not see these breaking news alerts. Just letting you know. Hold on. What happened here? Well, I don't know. I don't know if they just closed the meeting or they just kicked us, but either way, we'll check back in at 10:15. If this is going to be real difficult, then you know what? We're just going to go ahead and, I'll get you an update. Just waiting as soon as the notes come up pretty much, which can take, a day to 2 days. Best case scenario at 10:15, I'll be able to listen in. And we can figure out, what's going on at that time. Whether it'll be live at that time, I don't know. I'm not going to sit here for the next 45 minutes and hope that we can get on. Maybe. But we also do got another case that I'm going to be sitting on today. So I'm hoping that case I'll be able to bring you an update. In that case, hopefully I might be able to show you live as well. We've got 2 cases this morning, so... All right, so what time is it? I don't want to get caught up now that we're getting everything pushed. So 9. Okay, so I'm still good on my other case. You want some content? All right. Give me a second really quick. Let me go refill. Everybody take some time to go take a little quick restroom break, go refill your drinks, and I won't get off. We'll keep the stream going. We already started it. Let's keep it going. So we've got another hearing that's going to start here soon, so we might as well stay live, and we'll watch it together if we can. If we can't, then we know that we can't, and we'll just have to wait for another way to update you on. But hell, while we're here, fuck it. Let's get the stream going. Hey, you know what? That's a good ICU. Perfect. I can even give you guys a garden break. That's a great idea, especially since it's not too hot right now. Let's go outside. First, let me just fill up my drink really quick. You guys take a little quick 1 or number 2 break if you need to. Go get a drink. When we get back, we'll take a little garden tour. Then we'll get back. We'll try to, let's see here. I'm just trying to figure out 10:15 is going to be 9:15 my time. Woo, that's going to be cutting it close. You know what? We'll just have to figure it out. Because technically, if they do start Trina's hearing at 10:15, and let's just say we're sitting in on it, that other hearing might start at 9:30, which is 10:30 Trina's time. Okay, hold on. Now I'm getting too confused here. Hold on. Yeah, no, that's right. That's right. Because it starts 8:30 West Coast time. It would be 10:30 Trina's time. It would be 9:30 my time. So I'm not trying to confuse you. I'm talking to myself. But yeah, well, we guess we're going to have a morning broadcast stream. So hopefully we can catch some live court coverage. You see, I try my best, ladies and gentlemen. This is some of the stuff that I have to work with, okay? Sometimes it works perfect. Sometimes we get hiccups like this. Unfortunately, with this courtroom or courthouse specifically, we've kind of had a back and forth as far as, being allowed to cover these Zoom hearings. They're trying to claim that it's against their statute, which I've already read it. That statute, like I said earlier, is only pertaining to being physically in the courtroom, okay? You can't enforce state statutes on something that's accessible on the worldwide internet, okay? When people anywhere in the U.S. can access that website, all right, without a password, without any, you understand that there's no password to access that Zoom hearing. There's no password to access their website. They even have the ability to screen the people coming in to that Zoom hearing. We were allowed inside. They allowed the guest inside of that hearing. You follow me? So they can't have it like the Burger King, or which one is it? And I've already said this before. You can't have it both ways. Hey, just because they're a courthouse doesn't mean that they can't have it both ways either, all right? That's all I'm trying to say. That's my rant for the morning. All right, let me go get a little drink. Let me refill this, and then we're going to go outside, get a little fresh air. It is Burger King. Okay, thank you, Sicilian. And good morning, Cat Crazy. Good morning, everybody coming in. Good morning to all my members of the jury. What up, Zen? What up, Reels One? What up, Chicken Yale? What up, Gold Girl? What up, Miss Ella? What up, Born Breeder? I see you. What up, Meaty Parts? What up, Stroke Off? I think I already said hi to you earlier. What up, the original pup? Sunshinery in the house. What up, my friend? All right. What up, Madame Star? Luke Hilsgen. Good morning. Looks like Luke and Stroke Off having a little bit of a argument in chat. What up, Foe? What up, Shining Friday? What up, Mr. Lonely? Stinky Pinky, what up? For the 4th time already. What up, Charles Murray? All right. So, what up, Brande? Good morning, my friend. All right, so let me go get a quick drink. I'll go give you guys a really quick tour of the garden outside. We'll get a little bit of fresh air, and then we'll return back to the live streaming of some court cases this morning, as promised. We already tried to bring you one. It is running a little bit of behind on time, as it's behind on its original scheduled time. But at the bare minimum, at least you guys got to witness, Trina Golden in the flesh. As I had stated, she still is in the current custody of the state of Kansas. Well, actually, she's not in their state of Kansas correctional facility. She's at the, what did we say? I think it's just a detention center at this point. But either way, she's facing right now, some serious trouble, not only in the original charges that she's facing, and is why this channel started covering her in the first place, but she has now found herself in the situation where she is allegedly broke her probation and was now issued a warrant, was rearrested, and hence why she's standing here tall in front of the judge. All right. What up, BG? BG. Yes, she does. So I'm hoping that we'll make, again, you see how it goes if you were here earlier. But I'm hoping that we're going to be able to bring you Amber HHHH's hearing this morning. That is what I'm attempting to do for you guys. At the bare minimum, I hope to give you an update, but we are going to try to bring that court hearing to you live, just like we tried doing with Trina, and we're still not done with the Trina Golden hearing. They've just postponed it till 10:15 Central Time, which my time here, if you're wondering, is 8:44. Wait, is it really that long? They did say 10:15, right? So it's 9:44 their time. Okay, yeah, so I get it. Yeah, so here in about 30 minutes. Sicilian, you think I should have? I mean, I'm just going to be turning 41. I still have some time to go be a lawyer. I've thought about it. Following the footsteps of my father. I don't know. I don't know. There's some things I like about it, some things I don't. But, yeah, I definitely am very interested in the law, especially when it comes to situations like we found ourselves right now in. All right, you guys, take a quick breather. I'll be right back. I'm going to get a refill, and then we're going to go outside. Oh. All right, guys. What up, Kimberly? You guys wanted the fedora on? You didn't like me without the fedora off? Did I scare some of you? You guys didn't know I was bald? I'm bald with a suntan or sunburn? Especially since I didn't shave. Oh man, I look horrible. Well, at least I look kind of my age, right? I am 41. Well, I'm gonna be 41. All right, there we go. I gotta wear this, though, when we go outside to keep from burning, though. All right, you guys ready? I got some more Gatorade. Some more haterade, as they say. Drinking some haterade on them haters. See, did I? Okay. I don't know if I ran out of battery or not. What the hell's going on? Or maybe I need to jack this up. Hold on. Take a little. There we go. All right. This right here, actually, yeah, I guess it could be called a Curious George because of the yellow. All right, you guys ready to go? Let's go. See my little mess of... I was cleaning out my man purse. Look at all my man purse stuff. You guys want to see what NJ carries in his man purse? I ain't got no shame. Well, this does fit in there, but I didn't have that in there. I didn't have the GoPro. Okay, I got just a bunch of chargers. Got lighters. Got flashlights. Hand sanitizer. And lipstick. Chopstick. Oops, I almost slipped. All right, we'll go out this way. Ooh, actually, cool. I can show you some cool stuff, actually, since we're going to be starting with a little quick break or breather. Guess what I found sitting outside the other day? So I was just taking a walk the other morning, right? And walking the dogs. It's nice and early because you got to go early now. It's getting already past 100 degrees here in New Mexico. And I saw this person was giving away stuff. They put this on the side of the house because that next day is when they send, once a month, they send a truck that'll pick up anything you put on the side or in front of your house. So, you know, they're saying, hey, come pick it up for free if you want it before it goes to trash. All right, check this out, all right? Check this out. Hey, Sunshinery, or will one of the bailiffs please get ETZ, the PDF, out of here, please, or PD? Thank you. Escort them out the courtroom. I'm going to do that right now, Reels One. We're headed there. But look what I found. This thing's legit. I thought, you know, since who's going to trash a nice-ass cooler, right? So I said, this thing's got to be broken. Shit. Look at this. This thing's fucking heavy duty. All right? It's legit. It's got, you know, the heavy duty, you know, rubber handles. Now, it's not really, it's got to be cleaned, of course. It's not got a lot of room, but definitely very insulated. This thing is thick. You know, this is one of those type of coolers that's going to keep ice in for, you know, a week or more. You can even lock it. Got a nice adjustable carrying handle that locks in place here. It's got a nice heavy-duty drain with the drain chain so you don't lose it. Order in court. All right, and then right next to it, they had this bad boy. This is a Ball brand. This is I think, well, originally it's a hot dog roaster. It's got the little drain plug. Then this is the bottom part right here with the temperature adjuster. But, you know, you can do anything in there. Anything that you want to boil or, you know, or keep warm. But, you know, this just needs to be rinsed, but it's like brand new. You know what I mean? It's got the little drain out there. What up, roofer? So anyways, what up, everybody else coming in? Sorry if I didn't say hi. We're just taking a quick little break if you're wondering what's going on. They postponed or moved up Trina Golden's court hearing because they're still waiting on her lawyer. If you're just joining us now, we're actually showing it live. So we were showing it live. I didn't lie. It's not clickbait on the thumbnail, except they've moved her hearing up to about 20 minutes. And there is going to be a possibility that might be difficult to get back into the Zoom meeting because It's a long story. Anyways, here we go. So I want to show you guys something super cool. This is really cool. This is my, so I've got a few little projects going on, all right? So this, hopefully I don't confuse people. We've dubbed this the Skiwi / midget plant, okay? This one, this is the one we were going to originally harvest about 3 days ago, all right? Moonshine? Well, I'll have to check that out. Hell yeah. So check this out. What do you guys think? So the people that were there that told me, don't harvest it, NJ, don't harvest it yet. Do you see any difference? Do you think has it filled up anymore? I think it has. But I honestly, honest to God, I really think it's ready to harvest. It's got some real mean crystals. I don't think you guys will, this camera will do it any justice. Oh, there you go. You can start kind of. I think it has. I think it filled in a little bit more here. Now, check this out. This isn't the plant, though. Yes, no, original pup. Hold on, guys. Hold on here. This was just one of my little transplants, okay? And obviously, it didn't work out that great, but it did still gift us with probably, and this is why we nicknamed it a Skiwi, okay? This is going to hopefully provide enough buddage to at least roll a Skiwi style blunt, which if you're not familiar with a Skiwi style blunt, a Skiwi blunt is pretty much taking a very hard, dried, cheap gas station style cigar, putting 0.25 up to a half a gram of your just bottom shelf shitty ass shake cannabis, and then rolling it into, excessively licking it with a bunch of saliva and then rolling it into a blunt. That is what a Skiwi is. So I'm hoping that this will be enough to provide enough buddage to do one of those. All right, now, here we go. What up, crack crazy? All right, here's my other project. These are the bonsais. So these are pretty much the duds. These guys didn't start growing any bigger, but what's cool about it is I started clipping some of the leaves away, and look how cool they started turning out. And now check it out. Like I told you, if you're lucky to get a female, look at this one starting to bud. Even these little ones will give you a little bud. Look at it. A little bud growing up there at the top. Well, Mindy Cheesecake, this was just a fun project we did. This was my first time, growing, and I decided just to do an outdoor grow because it was the easiest and cheapest way to do it. And so far, it's been great. I have not invested but maybe $10 at the most. The seeds I got were free. They came in the bottom of a OZ that I had purchased, I got a really good deal. So here we go. Let me show you. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. We're not done. I'm going to bring you to the third. A lot more people. Can somebody tell me, what the fuck is this? These are supposed... All right. Here we go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the real shit. These are the babies right here. Squash. Could be squash. Does look like a squash plant. There you go. Kind of neon green versus the dark green. Well, they're starting to get their color back because of the fact that they're starting to pick up some of those nutrients from the soil. Hopefully it'll stop. Am I back? Are we back? Are we back? Let me know when it's better. I had you guys on the Wi-Fi. I forgot. All right, cool. Thanks, Roofer. Yeah, I forgot that we were on Wi-Fi. My bad. All right, I took you guys off of Wi-Fi, so let's get back over there now. But we got to go back in here in a second. Dude, I got to get that. And honestly, I think what I'm going to... So I had set a dono goal for $200 for getting some new streaming gear, like batteries. Most importantly, a a fan. They've got these little CPU fans that go on the back of your phone to keep your phone from overheating. My phone is already starting to say, phone is going to overheat. So I want to say a big thank you to everybody that's already started us off on that donation goal. I think we were at like $50 or $60 of the $200. And I think I'm just going to order first, right off the bat, one of those $50 fans, because this is just ridiculous, man. It's not even like, it's still the morning and it's already telling me my phone's going to overheat. I am on an Android block. The only thing is, what it is I'm using a gimbal and I'm using a magnet that sticks to the back of my phone, and that magnet just holds that heat. And it's not the heat from the outside temperature. It's the heat given off of the live stream. Whenever you're live streaming, that's actually those fans that I'm telling you about. They're meant more for people that game off of their phones. I think they're more like people that play PUBG on their phones. I've never played PUBG, but for whatever reason, I guess PUBG really runs the shit out of your phone, just like live streaming does, and is why they came out with these fans. But my reason for them is, as a live streamer, is to keep from my stream from shutting down. But yeah, so here, I'll give you, we'll go back inside, but let me finish up the tour here since the internet was going all wackadoodle. And I apologize. Oh, shit, the sprinklers just started. God damn it, how am I going to get to the other side now without getting soaked? Oh, well. That always happens to me. I always get stuck on this side. All right, so yeah, here's the, since hopefully it's not going to be looking all weird and loopy and cutting in and out, here's a better view of the good. These are my babies right here. Reels 1, no, you're not banned. I can see you. So these were the ones that I had transplanted. These were in pots right here. And like I said, they were starting to look nutrient lacking because they were starting to turn neon green. And now they're starting to pick up the nutrients again from that native soil. And they're starting to get their dark green back. And this one's going to keep growing. These two right here, I think these have already stunted, kind of like that other midget plant I showed you. This one's already starting to start flowering. See the flowers? So this one's going to start putting out some buds, kind of like the other one. And then I think this one will start here soon. This one's still kind of growing. So this is kind of nice. This is going to probably be my only transplant from pot to ground that actually successfully worked out. Meaning it didn't stunt and just start, or go into transplant shock and start just budding. These ones here, next step I got to do is figure out which ones are going to be males and which ones are females. And I'm not kidding. I honestly think all these seeds were females for whatever reason. And knock on wood, that would be sick. But if there are any males in this little crop here, I'm going to have to cut them down. But let's just assume these are all females. I'm just going to let these grow wild, man. And we'll see what it produces. But they're looking good. I mean, they're nice and healthy. Look at that spring back. Pop, pop. Smells good. I know, I did plant them close, Sicilian. You know, it's just part of our project. But you know what? That's kind of the fun thing about it is I'm curious to see what planting close is going to do, you know? I know that's not what's recommended, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's see here. These are my jalapeno plants. Tomato plants, they're looking good. Jalapenos are already popping out. As a matter of fact, we already harvested one and ate one. Did that on the live stream, and it tasted good, just wasn't hot, didn't have any heat to it. So I probably did pick it a little too early. But we do got some little small cherry tomatoes somewhere back here. And we've got a celebrity, I think that's what they call it, a celebrity tomato plant. And then an early girl tomato plant. Yeah, everything looking good. And then here, just if you're wondering, these again were the flower bed that I just sprinkle seeds randomly everywhere, and they're finally popping up. So these are hopefully you're going to attract some pollinators, get some beautiful birds, some bees and butterflies hanging around. And I guess we'll find out soon what this one is. Looks like it's going to start flowering right there. So I guess they must have snuck in some type of squash or a cucumber, pumpkin or something in this little flour mix, but I guess we'll find out soon. All right, so I guess we're going to go back into some nostalgia for you. Remember running through the sprinklers back in the days? Except I don't really... I'm kind of upset I'm going to be doing this with my fucking Samsung S23 or whatever it is. It's my first expensive phone, and I've been doing really good taking care of it, so... All right, here we go. Hold on. It does look like watermelon. And see, it does look like cucumber, too, so... I guess we'll find out soon. All right, hold on. 1, 2, 3, here we go. I'm holding you high. Hopefully that helps. All right. All right, we got through. Woo! We got through. Oh, yeah, I could have just done that, Rob Ohio. I'm an idiot. All right, well, it looks good. We made it through. I love this phone, Gold Girl. I heard some of the Samsungs weren't too good for streaming. I think it was the model right before this one it was having a lot of issues when you were with a lot of the streaming software. But this phone's been except for the only overheating issues, which it didn't have last year. I think, again, it just has to do with the magnet that I've been using just this season for the gimbal. And last year I had the gimbal, but I wasn't using the magnet. I was using the clip. But what do you guys think? Honest opinion, would you buy one of these for $5 to $10? Yes. Oh, hold on. Oh, it doesn't start yet. We still got time. It's 8:05 her time right now. Her starts in here in 25 minutes, but let's go back inside. We got to start looking out for that one. All right, let's go inside. Thank you for reminding me. Because that means it's 10:05, so Trina's is going to start soon. I say let's just try to see if we can find Amber's first. And then we'll go back to Trina's, because I think Trina's, they're going to just start kicking anybody in there that's under a guest. You know what I bet you is? I bet you somebody, that Scott Teague, I think that's one of her family members, and I bet you they were watching, and I don't know if they were sending messages to her lawyer. So, who knows? But like I said, either way, there is nothing illegal going on as far as, bringing that... public information to the public, okay, in the form of a live stream. That statute that they're referring to has to do with being physically in the courtroom. And the reason that is because there are cases, right? Like, say there's going to be a minor in that courtroom, okay? Say they're going to have a testimony from an undercover cop or a witness or something that they don't want on camera. Yes, that's maybe a reason why even they wouldn't let the media in, okay, to record. But that's the thing, is if that's the case, if you've got a hearing like that, then don't do it as a Zoom hearing. And you want to know something? They don't do those as Zoom hearings, okay? For that very reason, all right? And again, how are you going to try to enforce a state statute or code, whatever you want to call it, on the worldwide interweb, okay? That's crazy. Exactly, Frap. I know. All right, let's go. 10-minute warning. Let's go. Perfect timing, too. Thank you guys for warning. You know how I can get. All right, here we go. It's Johnson District County, Olathe, Kansas, is Trina Golden's hearing. All right. Let me get you guys set up really quick. Sorry about the mess. What up, John Jacobs? Oh, it's a long story. We were just taking a little bit of a break. They bumped Trina's hearing. It's running late. We were watching it live, but unfortunately, they bumped it. It's going to start here in about 10 minutes, 8 minutes. But it looks like they may have kicked everybody that was part of the public that was watching in the hearing. Which they do have that ability to. So if they really ultimately don't want to invite you there, then, don't allow anybody to come into the hearing, But if you're inviting the public, then why are you going to get upset? But either way, that's a long story. We'll talk about that later. So let's, give me a second. Let's look for Amber's case really quick. Amber's is going to start here in about 12 minutes, I think is what we said. All right, man, I look like a hobo today. Sorry. Try to look a little bit more professional when we do these hearings, or updates, but this one was kind of a last-minute notification. All right, let me just make sure I got you guys on battery. That's the most important thing. All right, I got to get you guys connected to a battery really quick. All right, you guys are on battery. Just Google search John. Okay, hold on. I'll show you. I'll give you step by step. Hold on. Let me just get over to the website really quick. I'll show you step by step. Don't worry about it. And again, I do this because I believe that everybody in the public should have complete transparency into, one, public documents. That's what we share. Okay, everything's accessible by the public. But two, I don't want to keep that from you guys, the public, and you guys not know how to access this information, okay? So let me show you. So you're going to go to this website, and the link's too long to read out, but just like I said, just Google search Johnson County District Court, Kansas, okay? Then it's going to take you to this main website right here. This is what you're going to be looking at right here. Yep, that's what's up. Hey, you know what the Zia symbol is about. That's our state symbol. There you go. John Jacobs got a little bit of some state history down. All right, so once you get to this main page, you see right here where it talks about right here, the court is operating both virtually and in person. The assigned judge will determine in what manner a case is heard. All virtual hearings will be conducted via Zoom. All clerk services are available in person as well as by website, email, fax, and phone. Please check our phone directory for more information. To download the Zoom app or join us via your browser, zoom.us, continue. Just go to here to phone directory is the easiest. It's going to take you down here. Sorry, that's my my power cable that's kind of moving the gimbal. That's what I was telling you. I need to figure that out. These gimbals are very sensitive. All right, you're going to go down here. So the other thing you'd have to know is the division that this is being heard out of, which this is in Division 9. So you're going to go down to Division 9. That's Judge Dunn Gillenborg. And it says click here. So we'll just do this together. I'll show you. So I'm going to click here. It says special instructions, Zoom platform. So you should already have Zoom installed, whether you're on your phone or on your desktop. You can, if you don't, you can also call, which will just give you the audio only. And then you go here. Again, all public information, right? This isn't anything, we're not putting passwords in or hacking into the courthouse. So now we're just going to click there. Open Zoom meetings, because I already got it downloaded. It says the host removed you from the meeting. So I've been removed from the meeting. See? So they can do that. They can remove you from the meeting. Now, we could always call, but I don't have another phone to call from. Well, technically I do. Hold on. Well, that's why I'm showing you guys, so you guys can access it. So let's go, so we're not going to waste time on here, because I can get an update just by going on to the case notes, okay? I just wanted to bring you guys the hearing, because you guys have every right to be, as taxpayers and as members of this country, especially because some of you are from that state or possibly could be, you have every right to be able to watch an individual, especially a very dangerous individual like this, okay? So dangerous that the courts even deemed her dangerous, and why she's on an ankle monitor bracelet, and why she's got such a heavy bond set for her now and in the past, and is why she's on house arrest, okay? So why wouldn't the public want to have access to see what's going on with this individual and find out whether they're going to be released or not? Let's see. Join a meeting and try it with use the code. Let's try it this way. Let's do it this way. And then I'm going to try to go with, go check out Amber, see if we can catch her case. Zoom meeting ID. Hold on, let me put you guys down for a second. You're banned, bud. We're unable to rejoin. We're not going to waste time trying to do alts and all that stuff. I know how to get back on there. Like I said, ultimately, you guys can join if you guys want to watch. What up, Sumi? Or you guys can also, we could also call if we want to listen. Oh, let's try to do that. It starts right now. Amber's is in 15 minutes. Give me a second. Hold on. Keep you guys here just in case you guys still need this screen. Golly, I'm running out. I need a new little table. All right, hold on. Not really complete fail, Roz, because we actually showed a lot of the hearing earlier. As a matter of fact, her hearing hasn't even started yet, so nice try, though.
Oh, what a complete fail! You're such a failure, NJ! Oh my god!
Or we could have just not showed you anything, and I could just come on later tonight and be boring and go, so today's hearing, this is what happened.
Welcome to Zoom. Enter your meeting ID followed by pound.
No, not you. That's how Roz talks.
Followed by pound. Otherwise, just press pound to continue.
Oh, man, I didn't hear this. Hold on. Shh.
You are in the meeting now. There are 5 participants in the meeting. This meeting is being recorded. You are muted. You can mute or unmute yourself by pressing *6.
Yes, Judge.
The court is going to go through the waiver of the constitutional rights that you are waiving as a result of entering into this plea. Again, if at any point in time you need to talk to Mr. Brunkhorst, by all means, I'll mute the mic and allow you to do that. But you understand, sir, that you're waiving a presumption of innocence that you have by waiving your right to a trial and entering into this plea. You are entitled to a trial where a 12-person jury would be assembled to hear the evidence in the case. It would be the state that would be required to present that evidence and prove each and every element of the crimes charged beyond reasonable doubt. The burden would never shift to you to prove yourself not guilty. Your attorney, Mr. Brunkhorst, would have the ability to cross-examine all the state's witnesses and would have subpoena power to bring in witnesses to testify in your defense. And you, sir, would also have the right to testify at trial. It would be your choice. If you chose not to testify, though, the jury would be instructed not to hold that against you. Additionally, if you were convicted at trial, you'd also have a right to appeal that conviction either to the Court of Appeals or the Supreme Court of Kansas. You understand by entering into this plea, sir, you're waiving all those rights.
Yes, Judge.
Do you have any questions, sir, about anything that we just covered?
No.
Do you need any additional time with your attorney, Mr. Brunkhorst, or have any additional questions of him?
No. No, Judge.
And just to make sure the record's clear, your age, sir, and level of education is? How old are you?
I am 21 years old. No education.
Did you get your GED or attend high school?
I attended high school. I just didn't get my GED.
But you understand the English language, and you've been able
yes, Judge.
all of what we've been, you and Mr. Brunkhorst have been reviewing.
Yes, Judge.
Okay, thank you, sir. Any additional inquiry, Mr. Walkowitz or Mr. Brunkhorst, that the court is that you're wanting the court to make?
Judge. Judge.
With that, then, Mr. Walkowitz, please step forth on the record the proffer of the evidence, sir.
Judge, they would present evidence that the Shawnee and Lenexa police departments were involved in the investigation of an individual known through their Snapchat ID as Trap. This individual, during the course of the investigation, was selling vapes and using vapes to provide to children in order to get monetary gain or sexual favors. During the course of the investigation, contact was made with EF, who was under the age of 14. During the course of her statements and disclosure, she indicated she did make contact with this defendant, who was identified through electronic Snapchat records as well as from the individuals. She indicated that she did make contact with the defendant and did engage in oral sex with the defendant within Johnson County, Kansas, in his vehicle, and that those acts would have occurred on or about December 1st of 2022 to January 3rd of 2023. Additionally, the Shawnee Police Department identified a child under the age of 14 identified as LH. She indicated she had also received information related to this.
Okay, I believe I'm muted. The reason I'm being careful is this happened to us one time before where I wasn't muted and I was addressing chat, and obviously I came up onto the Zoom here in case, okay? So it's just being careful. But yeah, we're not going to listen to any other cases until we get to the Trina Golden hearing. For some of you that want to be able to access this yourself, here you go. Again, public can access this. They do have the option whether they want to let you in or not. So So Diva Puss, thank you for letting us know. That's what I was going to be looking for on Amber's end. So I guess for Amber, we'll just have to wait to see what the docket notes come out to as far as her case. I wasn't sure not if it was going to be available through Zoom. That's what I was going to be looking up. So I guess we'll just concentrate on this case since we know it's available and we're listening to it now.
I'm in a mediation. Sorry, 23rd at 9. I'm gone that afternoon. I could do like 10:30, 11. My trial will likely be over, so I'm willing to risk it. I think my trial will be over on that Thursday, so I'll risk it if you have Thursday openings. On the 22nd. That works for the stay-in.
What date was that?
What time was that again? Yeah, that's the only time that works, Ms. Parkwood. That's going to be in person, correct?
And sir, the court's ordering you to appear in person for sentencing on August 22nd, 2024 at 11:30. The court is setting aside 30 minutes.
Also, for the viewer that was asking about joining, if you go to the main page of my channel, there should be a button that you should see that says join. Hold on, I think it's starting.
Thank you, Ms. Francourt. I don't know. You still not have the interpreter.
Also, if you go down to the bottom of your chat box, like if you're on another platform like Apple or a desktop, as long as you can get to your chat box at the bottom, you should see like an emoji or a symbol that looks like a dollar sign. If you click on that, you should be able to access something that says where you can donate super chat, super stickers, and one of the options should be join as member.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Walkwood.
Oh, cool. Thank you, Reels Ones. On this chat, the one I'm looking at here on the screen, it does not show it. On the chat on my desktop, it would. So that's why I didn't see it. I apologize. So congratulations. Thank you so much for becoming a member. As soon as we're done with this, I'm going to shout you out because we have a way of thanking and welcoming all our new members.
The court will call 24-01501, State of Kansas versus Torres. Salcida. Will the parties
Not it yet.
in person and on video the aid of a interpreter. Please state your appearance on record.
This one's got an interpreter.
Proceda, las personas, las partes que comparecen en persona, así como las que comparecen por video, con la ayuda de interpretación.
Man, these are those cheap dollar store Post-its.
Señor, en este momento lo voy a pausar.
Yeah, it's starting now. So I guess we've confirmed that they do not show the Zoom hearings. They don't do Zoom hearings in Yuma County. So we're going to just hold tight, and I'll give you an update on what's going on with her once they update the court docket info on her case. Yeah, if somebody else can also verify, that would be great. I just kind of can't because I don't want to leave the screen, but... Actually, I just might. I did, Steve. It was turned off. Once the VOD's done, though, you'll be able to go back and catch the replay if there's anything you want. And you can also rewind then, I believe. It's just while it's live, you can't. Yeah, please. 96 people, almost 100 in chat. I appreciate y'all being here. If you are digging, watching this, live feed and, getting a up close person, pretty much experience of, the legal system and how it can be fair and unfair, and even as us journalists, what we face. Yeah, and that's the dumb stuff there. You know what I mean? I try to do this to be transparent, but then unfortunately you got stupid people like that. But see, that's the court's fault. They're the ones that decide to use these platforms, and they should, honestly, if there's such a concern with things like this, I would be looking into having my own application or app made to do these type of hearings. And I think, honestly, going forth, because I think a lot of this came up from, the COVID time, why they started these Zoom and remote hearings. These are public platforms they're using, like Zoom, and these aren't meant to stream and hold private or courtroom hearings, especially if you want to have the internet, worldwide internet, adhere to your statutes and rules. So that's why they're having issues with this, okay? And one, I don't care. I'm still, this should always be public, but ultimately if the courts are, complaining about, well, people can come in and then one, they have the option to control who comes in. It's whether they're lazy or not to catch it. Two, if they're not happy with the system, then they need to do something to fix it, which is eliminate remote hearings, or they need to go with a different type of system, as far as to do these type of remote hearings.
Not a problem. As to everyone in the Zoom room, that may be here to watch the 10:30 sentencing. We're calling an unrelated matter first. I will also tell you, you are required to, if you want to observe the proceedings, you are required to turn your video on, remain muted, and you are not permitted to record the proceedings, given that it is a violation of Supreme Court Rule 1001. Anyone that does not turn their video on, the court will be required to remove them from the courtroom. Anyone that does not mute themselves will also be required the court will be required to remove them as well. So you do need to turn your video on now, or the court will begin removing you from the video room. The court's calling an unrelated matter first. Where'd the interpreter go? Oh, sorry. Okay. Did you have the equipment for simultaneous? Oh, okay. Sorry.
I have equipment.
Oh, okay. No, not a problem. And Ms. Adams, we're ready to proceed with sentencing. Okay. Ready, y'all? Thank you so much. The court will call 24 CR 720, State of Kansas versus Ramirez. For the parties who are present in the courtroom, please state their appearances for the record.
May it please the court, state appears by Tyler Childress.
May you please report Mr. Ramirez Marrero appears in person with Counsel Crystal Adams.
This matter does come on for sentencing. The record shall reflect a simultaneous Spanish interpreter is also present. There is a pre-sentence investigation in on May 30th, 2024. Finding the defendant to be a criminal history score G. Any objections?
All right. They're still not. They're just still, I guess they're doing the sentencing on this last case. So, no, we're not going to be turning on video. The judge said that you can sit in. You just can't be recording. We're not recording video. We're just listening in on the audio. Okay. Which again, did you hear what she said? They're just trying to be cute, okay? They can't enforce a law. One, that statute or law she's trying to read off, that has to do with you being physically there in the courtroom, okay? That's why she said how do they know that you're restreaming or recording this? And she said if they know that they're going to kick you out of the courtroom, but she said you can stay and watch. Doesn't make any sense. You follow me? And the fact that she even, see how this judge is backtracking? The fact that this judge is now even saying, oh, okay, you guys can sit and watch, just don't record. You follow me? If they don't want you there, they can physically remove you off of the Zoom meeting. But you cannot sit there and try to enforce a state statute on to people watching from the worldwide internet, okay? So just like this is just like the way things go, okay? Anybody can say anything, right? I can write out a contract that can say anything I want on it. Doesn't mean that it can be upheld, okay? Did you guys even know, like, when you guys go, like, skiing or to, like, if you've ever done, like, an event that's dangerous and you've ever filled out one of those consent forms that says, we're not responsible if you do this, do that, die, get injured, do this, do that. That's bullshit, okay? Yeah, they can put that on there. You can sign it. But if something was to happen and, you know, there can be found negligence as to why you were hurt or why you died, absolutely that company or that place is responsible. Just because you signed a piece of paper doesn't mean shit. Let me just show you again where we found this link. Okay, again, this is all public information. That's why I'm being transparent here. All right. This link came literally from right here. You go to their main website. You Google search Johnson District Court. There's their main website. You go down here where it says, gives you the instructions on how to find the courtroom, the Zoom information. There's the directory. All you got to know is the division number, which that's all public information. And then it says, there's the link. Click here to access. And there you go. Then that takes us right to here. How the hell are you telling somebody that you can't record or watch or anything like that? And also, did you see anything on here that said that you can't record? They're using Zoom. They're using a third-party platform. Even Zoom didn't have a disclaimer saying anything about honestly, I think Zoom even has a disclaimer that says that they're even recording. So what? Zoom can record, but the public can't? You see what I mean? And because that doesn't make any sense, that's exactly the point I'm trying to make. All right. It's just they can say whatever they want. It doesn't mean that it can be enforced. All right. Because it's not enforceable. That's insane. That law and statute has to do with you being physically in their courtroom. Okay. And there's a reason behind that. Yep, Sunshinery, that's exactly the disclaimer I was talking about, that Zoom lets them know. Nah, never have been one of those, my dad's a lawyer. I'm my own man. You don't need a papa courts to handle stuff like this. Anybody in the public, you have everybody's adheres to has the same constitutional rights, whether you're a lawyer, whether you're a McDonald's drive-through worker. And those rights should be respected and upheld. Oh, the Parkinson's is because I'm using a gimbal that's very sensitive, and I'm not supposed to be using it the way I am, and why it's shaking like that. I'll take my my hands off the table. Hopefully that'll help. What up, Aaron? What up, Fo? What up, everybody coming in? All right, I believe Trina's hearing should be coming up next. What up, Frap? What up, Born Breeder? What up, White Sammy Sosa? What up, Original Pup? What up, Just Good? What up, Grunge Truck? Now, again, for some of you just coming in, remember, this hearing has to do with her breaking her probation, okay? Her hearing, her jury trial for the other 3 charges that she's facing, the most serious one being the distribution of drugs leading to a death, that jury trial starts in July. So this is for a whole separate thing. What up, Sumi?
What up, I see you.
Oh, I think I said hi to you earlier, but
what up?
But I'm hoping that we'll find out. That was the whole thing. We're trying to find out. Realistically, all we're trying to find out, we're not doing this to, be nosy or to embarrass her. We just want to find out, one, it's her public right, but most importantly, we want to find out what she did to break her probation. Obviously, they thought it was important enough that they put her in jail, they arrested her, and they set a very, high bond. So why wouldn't the public have the right to know what she did while she was supposed to be monitored and supposed to be safe to the public?
And the court will begin doing such right now. Goodbye.
Well, it looks like they removed everybody from the calls and everybody from there. So there you go. The meeting has been changed. So for some of you that are still in there, hopefully you'll be able to give us an update. Worst case scenario, we tried our best. We'll have to give you an update through the notes. See, that's the one thing that they can control. So if they don't really want you in there, then they can do that. That's their right. Now, that's their right because they can. Whether it's legal or constitutional, that's a different story, okay? And as a news channel, it kind of irks me, and it is something that I may look into because it really does. I mean, that's pretty big to, keep somebody, from being able to, pretty much follow their constitutional given right, of freedom of press, okay? And most judges want to be transparent. Most judges wouldn't have a problem. That's why this channel has been given permission to film live hearings straight from in the courthouse, okay? I'm not sure what the reasoning behind the decision was made, but yes, they can control this. Now, if you're in there and you want to record, you want to do, that's your right, okay? They can't tell you what to do, all right? Because you're not physically in their courtroom. But if they want to be able to remove you from their application or the app, they can certainly do it. Like I said, whether it's right or constitutional, that's a different story. But as long as they're letting you stay in there, they cannot legally say and constitutionally say, oh, you can stay in here, but you can't record. No. Absolutely not. Especially if you're not even from this country or even from that state. How are you going to enforce something that, one, somebody's not even physically in your courtroom, like I said before, and two, especially to somebody that may not even be a resident or a member of the United citizen, not a resident, a citizen of the United States of America. All right, Sunshinery, looks like you're our last lifeline in there, all right? So keep us updated. We'll stay live, and you keep us updated in chat. Pretty much, I just want to know what the hell she did to get put to break her probation and what's going on next. Are they going to keep her in jail? Are they going to give her, I think they did give her an option to bond out. They did send some release conditions and terms if she was to bond out. That's what we did see last time we looked into this case and did an update. But like I said before, remember, somebody's already spent good amount of money to bond her out the first time. They spent a good amount of money to hire a private attorney. I don't know if they've got the money. I think we said it was going to be between $10,000 to $15,000 or more this time. Almost $200,000 total. It's about 10 to 15%. I'd have to go back and look at the exact notes, but it was going to be up there. We are not, I'm not using, what is it called? StreamYards. I'm streaming from my phone, so there's no way to stream. If I had streamed originally from StreamYards on my phone, then yes, I could possibly do something like that. Yuma Zoom via phone work despite what the loadies. Oh, at the over for are you talking about Amber HHHH? Well, I guess we can try to see what's going on with that. Oh, Sunshinery. I'm using my phone. I can't. Okay. Yeah, I can call you on my landline. Shoot it to me on IG. Yes, Sunshinery shaving the show. Yeah, she's not going to do that. I don't think. I think she's been around long enough to figure that one out. Born breeder, nice try. Yeah, this is just getting ridiculous, man. A lot of times, it is these defendants that ruffle up the judge, but that judge, you're a judge. You should not let. And I'm just alleging. I'm not saying that this is what happened, but you're the judge, man. Don't let some defendant get you ruffled up or tell you how to, run your courtroom, especially if it's going to be unconstitutional. All right, hold on. I think, okay, cool. Give me a second. You guys hang tight. I'm going to make a call. Hey, my friend. Oh, okay. You don't mind being on speaker and all that? Okay, cool. Okay, that's where I heard, and then they, then that's when the call was cut off. All right, y'all, so give me just 1 second. Let me get out of here. All right, so Sunshinery is going to allow us to put her on speakerphone, and then she's going to give us an update. Pretty much, I guess, we'll just do this. Yeah, this is old school, man. We're just going to kind of do this play by play. So Sunshinery is still in the courtroom, so she'll let us know. Right now, she just was saying to me that they're still working on that sentencing on the previous person right before I was cut off. So I'm going to put her on speakerphone, and we'll just listen. All right, Sunshiner, you are on speakerphone, my friend.
Can you hear that? Or when they talk?
Involved with a group of kids that are a little sketchier than a group of kids that had already done a robbery. Together with these kids.
Yeah, I can hear it. Can you guys hear it in chat? It looks like they can.
Along the way, Roger learns that things are a little different than what he thought.
This guy murdered somebody.
Their plan maybe to take the week, not to pay.
Yes, we have contact. Yeah, this is definitely some interweb stuff going on right here. But hey, this is definitely a MacGyver way of doing this, but this is journalism right here, 100%.
As much as I want to stand up here and beg the court for less time, I'm going to. Tell the court all these things because of the fact that.
Hey, she's taken in chat. Tom, it's insane. I don't know why. It's just absurd at this point, especially when they have the link and access on their public website.
I agree. I was trying to say though, they also stopped the recording on Zoom for this case before they even started talking about it. So they really didn't want this out.
Roger's family, like this once again, they wanted me to
Sicilian, we tried already before a video, and I'm blocked, and then they just cut everybody on the phone call.
I think my daughters, I think a 17-year-old person that rides in a car and they're being told, come on, man, it's over there. Let's do this. And he always takes kids over and over again. If you drive somebody, and then you drive away, you're as guilty as they are. Now, your 17-year-old doesn't hear that. They're like, yeah, whatever. It's fine. Those kind of things. Police apprehend this, my client. When sits down and he says, yeah, I drove these guys to buy weed, but I didn't know anybody was going to get hurt. How am I guilty of killing this?
He killed somebody.
Family, same questions. I don't understand. How can he be charged with murder? He never thought anybody was going to get hurt. He didn't.
Who's talking right now? The lawyer for the plaintiff or the defendant, or is it the state?
Defense attorney.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
He understands that. I'm incarcerated, graduated from high school.
I think the microphone is down here on my phone. I'm holding it. Actually, hold on.
I wasn't able to print pictures for the court. That's factors here before the court asks to grant him that mitigated sentence. His family here, his neighbors are here, friends of the family are here, all supporting him. Now, we'll tell the court there were about 30 of them. But I said, please don't bring everybody.
Yeah, the courtroom was filled with this guy's family that he killed.
You're as good kid. And, you know, put the casino terms, you're at the blackjack table, and you're betting on.
He can't even gamble.
Or any court again. You're going to put about every dollar you have down. It's not maybe a terrible analogy, but
very terrible.
Yes. So we're just asking the court again to follow the terms of the agreement to grant the mitigated term and the 2 counts concurrent. One of the reasons also is that the court's concerned with the length of time concerning the nature of the crime. There's also 6-month post supervision after. Roger ended a special program for the court. He is trained, he's educated, he's graduated from high school. He still wants to potentially go to college when he's released.
That's not her case we're waiting on. I was letting you guys listen. Some people are saying, let me listen. They're sentencing another case right now. The Trina case should be up next after this sentencing, is what we're assuming. And unfortunately, this is the only way we're going to be able to bring it to you guys is this way here, which is literally from somebody probably putting their phone next to their computer, and then I'm putting my phone, landline phone, next to my phone. Okay, so the audio is not going to be the best, but as of right now, it's the only way we can get you this coverage, other than me just coming on later and giving you the docket notes as far as an update. So trying our best here.
But this is a murder trial, case. We're sentencing a murder. Because I guess he was driving the car. Someone got injured and died while he was driving the car, and he didn't have a license, so he got charged with murder. I guess that's what I got from everything they said.
Was he intoxicated?
I believe they were doing some kind of substance.
Okay.
Because they said something about picking up weed.
So I wonder if it's going to be like a manslaughter then. Or
he was only 17.
Oh, that's crazy. That's sad.
Yeah.
I think the victim in Trina's case was 19, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, damn. The family of the victim that passed away, they filled this courtroom with everybody that they could. Just,
Oh, wow. So the courtroom's filled?
It's filled right now. Yep. And the mother did speak from the victim before that point, before we got in the call.
Well, I guess if Trina didn't want other people to find out about what she did, unless those people, well, they'll probably leave after the sentencing, but that's just interesting that the judge is concerned about people. This is nuts.
And people are on their cell phones. I see one person on her phone.
Yeah. I just think, I mean, it's just beyond ridiculousness, just what's going on with this. Just that from the access public link and access to just the fact that it's being recorded by Zoom. So it is being recorded, period. And the fact that this is public, it should be transparent,
They did stop the Zoom recording for this case.
And they're using Zoom, so they're allowing it to be, they're saying, hey, they're allowing it to be transparent to the public, okay? If they didn't want to, then they should have to do it as an in-person, not remote hearing. So that way they can enforce that the statute or law that judge is, trying to enforce, because that it is, you are physically in that courtroom, and they can physically then enforce that, whether it's they kick you out, they arrest you for contempt of court, okay? But you can't do any of that. How are you going to enforce a law that you can't even enforce physically? That's
Exactly.
ridiculous. And that's why that judge kind of started backtracking a bit and said, okay, well, now you can stay and watch, but you can't record. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then it was like, okay, well, now you all can stay, but you gotta turn your camera on.
Yeah, that's nuts. The original pup, supposedly, we're going to be concentrating on this case now on court following Amber's case. Apparently they're not doing it through a Zoom hearing. Okay. So, we're just going to have to do an update as when those docket notes for that case come up, or the minutes, which we'll probably see some notes. But as far as the minutes, that could be 24 hours, that could be within 12 hours, or it could take a couple of days. But hopefully we'll find out here soon what's going on, or what caused the probation to be broken, what caused Trina to be arrested again. Because that's what we could not find out within any of the notes, which it's not very detailed as far as the case notes in the access that you have through the Kansas State court records.
Yeah, they suck.
Yeah, they really do.
They're still talking to the judge. I think they're just determining whether it's the sentencing process, so they're trying to figure out what they're going to sentence this kid. And I say kid because he is a kid, dude. I can't believe that.
Connor, I have the phone as loud as I can get it. I'm just trying to figure out if I need to have it, if my microphone's at the bottom of my phone where my charging cable goes in, or if it's the other little mic that I see at the top.
Well, they're not talking right now.
Okay, so no talking's being done right now, so.
They're talking to the judge, so they muted that so the attorneys and judge can talk. And
So,
nobody can hear them.
so everything's muted right now, guys. Otherwise, I would shut up so we can listen to this. So that's why we're just talking right now.
Oh, believe me, I'd be screaming, shut up!
Oh, wow.
Someone just changed their name to Just Some Guy. Just Some Guy, you better turn on your camera.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, yeah.
I've seen Just Some Guy in chat before.
Maybe it's him.
Well, like I said, everybody's got their right to be in there. It's public access. It's just whether, and again, I'm not saying it's right or constitutional, but they do have the right to, remove you from the courtroom if they want or not. So.
Yeah. I think they're just trying to determine a sentence. I don't know what, and maybe they'll lower it to manslaughter. I mean, at this point, they're trying to charge him with murder, so.
Oh, I see. Okay, I got you. That was I was trying to figure out what the original charge was, or what they were going to be sentencing him on.
Yeah, murder in I think they said 3rd degree, if I recall.
Makes sense, because first is your highest form, which is pretty much, you intentionally planned on, murdering. You pretty much knew what you were going to do, and then they start going down degrees as far as the level of, I guess, conspiracy behind the crime. Manslaughter being more of an accidental death that led to a murder of somebody because of an accident or negligence, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, here goes my grill. Grant's going to play bingo. Oh.
Premeditated. Thank you.
I thought they were coming back. They didn't yet.
All right. Good.
Yeah, they're still talking. He, walked away and came back. Fucking guy. Everybody's just waiting. They're all arms crossed in the courtroom, waiting to find out.
So, Grunge Truck, that is correct. People that you always lose your money when you bail somebody out. That's the way the bondsmen make their money. That 10 to 15% that you pay is gone. That's the bondsman's cut. That's where they make their money. But technically, yes, whoever bailed her out the first time was willing to give up, $10,000 to $15,000. And now, if you pay directly, if you don't use a bonding company, that's different. Then yes, once the case is over or it's been disposed, then they will issue out the total amount of bond, because you didn't pay 10%. When you do it that way, you have to pay. When it's a cash only bond, that means you have to pay the full amount. Okay, then you will receive that money back once it's been disposed. But when you use a bail's bondsman, like in the case, that's what they did to bail it out the last time. That $10,000 to $15,000 that they paid out, the 10% of the $150,000, I think was a bond. That's done. That's gone.
I've been bailed out before, and I know all about it. I've been good, though, for years, so no hate, Pete.
NJ, you should do a video start to finish. Well, that's all that matters, man. Nobody's perfect, man. And you know what? I think the best experience in life is learning from your mistakes. So, NJ, you should do a video start to finish and Trina golden up to her sentencing. That's a good idea, Madame Star. Especially being that this is going to be one of our, out of all the hearings I covered, one of the first ones that's going to still remain as at this point going into a jury trial. We've had other ones that were supposed to go to jury trials, but ended up, either getting quashed before it even reached that point, or they just ended up pleading, So if this does go to a jury trial, this is probably going to be one of the bigger cases this cover, as far as more serious and bigger cases this channel's covered. And yeah, I think it would constitute a kind of a little small like documentary or, video kind of introducing, from the start to where we're at now, especially for some people that may have just started the coverage now and need a little bit of a catch up. So
that's a great idea.
Yeah. It'd be hard to do that on everybody, but I think Trina definitely would be, 'cause especially as complicated as her case has been with all the different charges and, the violation, probations, the fact that she was, what's the word? Extradited from California back to Kansas. So yeah, there's a lot. Her record is like, online you can't, go by pages, but I'm sure if it was like, an old school record in a manila folder, that thing would be thick. So
yeah, for sure.
Dingo John, cover EBZ violating his bail, making terroristic threats. Interesting. So where and when did he make these terroristic threats? Device overheating, tap to see details. Oh shit, hold on, I'm gonna put you down really quick, Sunshine. I'm gonna take this off of this gimbal. Oh man, we might have to go. All right, we're gonna take a little. Oh yeah, it is hot. We're gonna take a little freezer break. Don't worry, I'm taking you with me, Sunshine, just in case. All right, for some of you that don't know what a freezer break is, you're about to find out. Man, we are getting fucking just old school raw primal on this stream. Holy crap!
Very primal.
Oh man. Up now, here in a second. This morning. All right, guys. As you can see, the stream is back. The phone is cooling down a bit. We're gonna hang out just a bit. They're still working on the sentencing, so we're not missing anything right now. Don't worry. Oh, good idea. I just want to get the magnet cold.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. That right on top of that can. All right. Just chill back. Yep, chilling. Yeah, I've been watching some of the clips channels, and yeah, it looks like it got pretty intense with her and this roommate, I guess.
This girl's cray.
Yeah, it's
She needs to stop the BS. I mean, she seems like a good person, but all the shit that she does is making her not a good person.
I agree. And I just don't want to see anybody hurt. That's what I'm really worried about is going to happen here soon, which is...
Doesn't have a car right now.
Well, that's, I guess, a good thing in a way. But I just hope that just other people will also learn that are just doing that whole distracted streaming whole thing, man. It's just...
Yeah. I don't text and drive, and now I really can't text and drive because I have a standalone car. So it's even better for me because I hate texting and driving. I hate when people text me while I'm driving. It's like, I'm driving, just like call me. I have my headset on.
Right. My feet aren't stinky. Look at... Oh, wait, they're a little dirty. At least I cut my nails, but they are dirty. I was outside. Woo! Look at them dirty feet. All right, I think we're nice and warm. Or not nice and warm, nice and cold. All right, we're going to go back into the office. Actually, I'll bring a soda with me, too, so I can just put it on the soda while we're waiting.
Coca-Cola.
There we go. Damn, that Coca-Cola museum was right when they said Coca-Cola everywhere. I'm literally using a Coca-Cola now can to cool down my phone.
Hey, if it works, it works.
And now we're talking about Coca-Cola. So now I guarantee you everybody here in chat's going to start drinking a Coca-Cola. I'm literally using a Coca-Cola now can to cool down my phone. The V8 is not mine. Remember, I live with senior parents. So now I guarantee you everybody here in chat's going to start drinking a Coca-Cola. I live with senior parents. It does need a good cleaning, John Jacobs. That's our little beverage freezer, so we kind of don't really clean it too much. It does need a good cleaning, John. All right, let me mute myself. Good Lord. All right, so I'm off of there.
I thought it was me for a second.
No, that was me. All right, so we're not going to be using a gimbal. Let me get another stand here really quick. Little kickstand. All right, hang tight, Chad. I'm going to leave you by the phone. So, literally, your Sunshiner's going to be right here. Oh, wait, I was going to almost show the phone. Oh, it doesn't even have your number on there anyways, but still don't want to show the phone. I'm going to have Sunshinery on the phone. She's going to be right next to you guys on the speaker or on, so if something goes on, she can start updating you. Give me a minute. I'm going to run and look for another tripod really quick, okay? But Sunshinery is right here, so that way once they start, you won't miss anything, I promise. All right, so that's... Okay.
It's real Coca-Cola. I saw it.
All right, if I was a tripod, where would I be?
They're still talking to the judge. We're waiting for them to figure out what they're going to sentence this young man that murdered his friend, per se. Really? Is that like how the story of Santa Claus came about? Was because of Kris Kringle? Or are you making that up and making me believe it? I'm gullible. Raspberry ginger ale. Now that sounds good. I'll have to try that. I'm a Mountain Dew freak. I love me some Mountain Dew, especially the Code Red. If I have soda, which I barely have soda ever. It's water, iced tea, and chocolate milk for me. Those are my drinks of choice. Damn, they are taking forever. I wonder what they're talking about. Even the people in the courtroom look bored as fuck.
All right. So I'm going to have to just use this. This is all I could find was my big old tripod that I use at the courthouses. So I'm just going to set it up, and then it'll work.
Raj, JD, we have a lot in common.
Luke, Rewind is turn off. You'll be able to rewind once the VOD's over with. Alright, so I need to get a, what type of mount on here? Oh, just a clip mount.
Damn. All these people coming in better turn their cans on. Or the Dutch fees.
Oh, here's another tripod. I knew I had another one in here. Okay. So this, I still need a clip to, that's the only way this phone will
Yeah,
work.
put your phone away. Not you. The people in the courtroom. One of the guys, like, hit the girl. He's like, you better put your phone away.
Okay, here's this one. Cool. Now we're starting to work here. Okay, good. Now I can take even the magnet off.
Look, St. Nicholas.
All right, hang tight, guys. I'm going to take you guys off of this magnet. Oh, my gosh. All right, we're almost there. We're working this. We're getting there.
I wonder if Trina's like, God damn, this is taking if she's waiting, clearly.
All right. Give me a second here. All right, so I'm going to go out of this. Back to that screen. Flip you guys around. Sorry, hold on, Sunshiner. I can't. We don't have you on the speakerphone yet. Hold on. Let me get this set up and zoomed in, and then I'm going to get you by the phone. All right.
So what they're trying to figure out is what they're going to sentence this young man.
Hold on. My tripod just fell.
No problem.
Let me get this fixed here. Get this set up right. Okay, let's do this.
Boomer issues.
Always. Wouldn't be a news channel without problems.
Right?
Okay. But that's what makes this interesting and fun. Okay, so let me just do a new sticky pad that says... Golden coverage.
I'm his legal team.
Public access. Now going live with our reporter on the ground, Sunshinery. All right, it's all yours. I got it set up. There we go. We'll even put a little gavel. So they're still waiting on the sentencing there? Like, we even got the gavel for...
They're still talking to that judge. I mean, I get it's a hard case, and maybe he should get manslaughter because he wasn't intending for anything bad to happen, or the fact that his friend was going to get killed in the process. But... They didn't really say too much, so.
Well, I'm sure that even is going to haunt that guy, that if that really was his friend, the fact that he killed his friend, best friend, if that was, I'm assuming, don't know if that's the case.
A friend from school.
That's sad. 2 lives changed for the rest of their lives.
So it's a guy that's before Trina's case.
Mm-hmm.
That I can see on the Zoom right now. Wood glue for... There you go. Wood glue for the gavel. He would break it, though, in a second.
It's plastic, though.
It would last for like one hit.
This one lasted quite a bit, though. I will say, for being a plastic gavel, I was very impressed.
True.
And it looks just like one too, so it's pretty cool.
Now it does.
Well, now it does. All right, there you go. There's some nicer handwriting.
Ooh, super glue.
See, you can see where I've tried to repair this at one time. Yeah, sorry again, Laura, if you're getting a little confused there. We're kind of going back and forth. We're still waiting on... They've been postponing Trina's hearing starting from this morning because first it was her lawyer wasn't ready, or not that he wasn't like there or being unprofessional. He was still hearing another case that went on a little longer than it should have in another courtroom. Then it appears I think he is ready or available, but they've already just pushed it further in time, and between now and then, they've started to hear some other cases. Currently, they're working on a sentencing hearing right now, and is what they're wrapping up. So that is what Sunshinery and me are discussing. And once they start, they're muted right now. That's why we're just chit chatting. There's nothing's going on as far as discussion in the Zoom meeting. And if you're wondering, well, why aren't you just in the Zoom meeting, NJ? That's a long story, and I'm out of breath to tell it. So. You'll just have to rewind once the VOD's done, and you can rewind to find out exactly why we're doing it this way. But, hey, I'm very thankful that Sunshinery still's got access to the hearing, and that I still got a landline phone, or not me, that my parents still utilize a landline phone so that we can bring it to you. It works. So we're making it work. So here we go. Hell yeah, there you go. Okay, I just want to make sure I don't lose power. Oh shit, I better put a charging cable on the phone so that way I don't lose you guys. That would be kind of silly. Okay, so I need to get charging on my laptop. What's going on with this? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh.
Is this Trina coming in?
Uh-oh. All right. Well, hopefully I don't lose battery now that Trina's coming in. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Why isn't my laptop charging? All right, I'll shut up. It's all you, so.
Well, no, they still haven't done the sentencing for the guy, but I think she just came in the courtroom.
Oh, I see what you mean. Which is good. That means then she's next.
Let's pray.
All right, so laptop's got power. Now I can give power to my phone. Excellent.
Girl, you're the just some guy that's in there, aren't you?
Yeah, that's them. I guess they're supposedly banned, so as soon as the stream's done, I'm going to unban them, but that's going to happen after the stream's done.
You're lucky they haven't booted you yet. That's why I have my cam on.
That means that, I don't know, and I don't know why that they booted me off of the phone. I wonder if somebody's feeding if somebody, Trina's relatives or friend is just, I don't know, that's weird.
Somebody's in there on the Zoom call named Mike, but he has an alien head on, like an alien mask.
Oh, I guess that's also just some guy too. Just some guy, if you fuck this up for us.
Oh my god.
Well, you can't say that I'm not transparent. God damn it, man. These little spider tripods suck, bro. I'm over this shit. All right.
Yeah, that's hilarious. I wish I had a mask. Such a great idea.
One of those masks that look like somebody else. Be like, Donald Trump's in the house.
Now that would be funny.
That would be hilarious. Get a Donald Trump rubber mask and then just come into all these Zoom hearings as Donald Trump or the Prez.
Oh my gosh.
I wonder how many people would actually fall for it, that don't know that they have plastic masks, silicone masks that can fool people.
They have some pretty damn good ones, too.
I know. You have to look for the, and that's the only thing you wouldn't see if people look really close, and it's hard on these, like, Zoom cameras, unless they've got like a really good quality HD camera, but is they've got the only thing you can see that really makes it easy to tell that they're a mask is you can see the mold line that goes down the middle, Yeah, Sicilian, the idiots won't know. That would, I wouldn't do it, but that would be funny is just start crashing Zoom, all these court Zoom hearings as the prez. When they're like, well, why are you here? Well, because I'm the president. Well, ex-president. I have every right to be here. I'm part of the public.
Oh my God.
But thank you guys for your patience. We're just currently waiting for Trina's turn. What time is it? So it's 11:30 her time. She's been waiting on this hearing since what? I say 9, yeah.
Yeah.
11:30. So 2.5 hours now. She's been waiting around for this. And then I guess I don't think they're gonna have Amber's case updated yet. Her case started at 9 a.m.
30.
West Coast time, which it's already 9:30, so most likely they've already wrapped that up. I just don't know if they'll have the notes updated, but we'll check here in a second. A P. Diddy mask.
I just don't get what are they saying? Let us know. Like, turn the mic on. I want to know what they're saying.
Yeah, just some girl. Let us just get through this one, and then you do you, baby boo. I just want to hear what she got in trouble or broke her probation on, because that's I'm just mind boggled that you're already in so much trouble already. You're pretty much being monitored all the time. You've got an ankle monitor bracelet on. You're on house arrest, and again, I'm curious. What would you do to get you now in trouble again, to where you're now back in jail and facing a bond amount that's crazy? I mean, most people, I think after paying the amount of money they've already paid to get her to this point, would not pay that. So pretty much she might still be now. All that work is pretty much the point I'm trying to make is all the money, all the work that went in to get her out is just now pointless, gone down the tube. And I'm curious what she did that would be so important to throw away all that while you're still facing charges having to do with pretty much a case that could put you in jail for a long time because a person died from this, okay, as a result of this case. So I'm just mind blown what the fuck you would do to get yourself in trouble again when you're already in this deep of hot water.
I would love to know. That's why we're waiting.
I guess while we're waiting for shits and giggles, let me check to see if they updated anything on Amber really quick.
There you go.
I think I already have her up somewhere. Let me see. Yes, I do. E-Access. So let's start here.
Oh, they're all standing.
All right, that's good. Standing's good. That means that usually means something's about to happen. Exactly, Born Breeder. I mean, I was actually surprised she was coming back and doing live streams and screwing around on the internet when she got released this last time when they bonded her out. And then she did kind of quiet down. What's that?
The next prisoner is bald. I don't believe that's Trina.
Well, they'll put them up there, but it doesn't mean that they're necessarily going to be. If you see, is she up there on the screen at all? Like, is she?
On record in 24 CR 517 state of Kansas.
Okay, we're back. I'm going to shut up.
The record for Mr. O'Meara is present on the state of Kansas. Stone and his client who is in custody is also present, along with Mr. Hernandez's family that's also present in the courtroom. The court has returned after having an opportunity to review the notebook that Mr. Stone has provided, showing many certificates
awaiting this day in custody at Lawrence High School, the earning of his diploma from high school, dated March. As Mr. Stone has argued, Mr. Hernandez continued effort along with the remorse he had from his involvement. Mr. Stone, I know that you wanted to, family members that wanted to make a statement, or you would like to proceed, sir. And there isn't a requirement. I just, there may have been some people who want to make a statement. Oh, we have one out of the family. Absolutely.
Anyone want to make a statement?
Would you like to?
Get that folder.
Also, if you would just state your name for the record as well.
I'm using the phone.
Oh, someone's coming up. My name is Amber Carter, and I'm a friend of Your Honor. I respect the decision that the court has made, and sorry. And I'm writing to you from working. I'm reading to you this letter to protect more big picture of Roger Hernandez. I have known Roger for a long time, and I know far more than the offense he has pleaded to. He would always ask me if I needed help, and I've seen him done the same for others. He never showed me any questionable characteristics. His parents, and also for his sister and brother. People kind and protective.
Wait, I'm sorry. Is this the?
I also know that this can be a significant punishment.
Wait, I couldn't tell are we listening? Is that somebody talking right now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I thought it was you reading something. I'm like, I can't tell, and I was like,
No.
all right, I can't hear it anyway, so I'm not even gonna try to. We'll just wait for the Trina coverage. It sounds really weird, so it's too confusing.
Reading her statement to the judge.
All right, we're back. So if we got to stay here in the fridge to make this work, we're gonna make it work. So. You live stream with your phone? It's when you're live streaming, it's the application. It's just when you're using whatever this platform to overheat and drain your battery so quick.
Unable to do so. The demonstration of that, I think, to the victim's family was critical. The incredible.
Yeah, this judge sounds. It's like she has no control over her courtroom.
Directives that you are to focus on. She doesn't. Make something of your life. And sentence you as follows. That is related to your conviction for the primary. That is a sentencing range of 147, 155, 165 months. So to say 2154 to 08 and kill somebody.
Wow.
To find a vehicle, grocery store high, sentencing range time of 15%, and there is a police reading term 33 months.
Is that their microphone coming in like that? That's horrible.
That has been earmarked as expenses and also a broken window. For incarceration credit of 553 days. And Mr. Overmars stated seeking against her. No, Your Honor. Mr. Stone, any additional findings or orders, sir, that you are seeking? airline for natives, condolences for you and your family for being present here today, and for the family also.
Okay.
No one's moved. So why do they attorneys are bullshitting?
They're probably gonna break to lunch. Watch, I guarantee you they're gonna recess to lunch. Welcome to the legal system.
They're sitting down on the side. He's sitting on the bench. Well, not anymore. He's talking to the bailiff now, but. That's what we're hoping.
Your Honor, may the court move your witness appears.
It would also say that yes, I know there is no request for restitution that's included.
I do not object to the criminal history score of A. I can speak to restitution now or in a bit, but I do not object to the fact that there was no request to the...
Luke says L stream. What's so L about it? Her hearing hasn't even started yet.
They were looking for somebody on Zoom.
In the meantime, I'm going to check to see if Am...
The agreement agreed by the parties, both parties are committing to the court to
The departure to the 10-month sentence based on which substantial compelling reasons pursuant to the plea I stipulate that they are substantial compelling and warrant departure that was agreed upon. And also presentation of evidence regarding restitution, if there is any, and the effort to made to secure the victim's presence today testified.
Cochran described, she eventually got the vehicle back for $12,000. In terms of restitution.
All right, so it doesn't look like they've updated anything on Amber's. Well, actually, Sunshine, I'm sorry because you're doing a lot, but can one of my bailiffs please escort Luke out of the courtroom, please?
I got it.
Out of here, the rest was not likely.
Luke, you will no longer have a father because you're out of here.
Out of here by the new platform. Those are my efforts and the most I have to offer the court.
Sha-na-na-na, sha-na-na-na, bye-bye, Luke. Join as an alt. Alright, so let me show you right here. It doesn't look like they've updated anything as far as on Amber's case, okay? So hopefully here, in a couple of hours or by the end of today, they'll have that updated. And I either can come on as like a breaking news announcement or just give you guys an update through the community tab. Now, another thing I want to point out really quick is... let me just kind of mute this really quick. Take that off speaker. Another thing I want to point out is... So our channel was covering also, the reason I remember this is because it kind of has to do with Amber's case or with her as an individual, is we were also covering Q, okay? If some of you guys know who that individual is. Q, the last time we had done an update on his 2 cases that were active, they had listed them as inactive cases. So we had assumed that they had maybe dropped the charges or dismissed them. Well, I didn't think that made any sense. I was like, so what? You just don't show up to court and in the state of Pennsylvania, they just, stop, looking for you or dismiss the charges? So I did a little of investigating, okay? And I'm still waiting on some paperwork. But I found out that in the state of Pennsylvania, whenever they label your case as inactive, that can mean a few things. One of them meaning that it's meant that you didn't show up or you were summoned and didn't come, and now a open or bench warrant has been issued for your arrest. So I'm not making any statements or allegations that that's happened, but I will say this. I am going to be requesting the paperwork having to do with those two cases. That way I can find out and determine of whether there has been a warrant issued or there has not. So there could be an update here very soon in regards to the streamer known as Q, who we did start covering when he got in trouble originally with his first charge of, I think it was harassment, internet harassment, that was brought on by Amber HHH. And then he got evicted, and then he had, I don't know if this was part of the eviction, but he was charged with and then, these are misdemeanor charges. I think they call them something differently in the state of Pennsylvania, but he was also charged with abandoning a vehicle on public or private property. So, that's an update on Q. More information to come. All right, sorry, Sunshiner, I had you on speakerphone. I didn't know if they haven't started. Okay.
Sorry, no, they're still talking with the other guy.
Awesome. All right. So we're still waiting for Trina to come up. Yes, it is, Barebone 2. You'll be able to rewind as soon as the VOD's over.
Everyone says that. I'm trying to get my life together. You should have been getting your life together.
Man. All right, I'm going to put this back in the fridge.
So now we're definitely fire and one out ready to take flight, right? Wow. Yeah. Felony violation. Okay, it's 20-58-01 finding becomes for A. The sentencing range for the grid is 15, 16, 17 months. Okay. Compelling granting a downward durational departure to a term of 10 months. Kansas Department of Correction, Act 1. When you find out back to a time of 50%, there is supposedly for a term of 12 months. A. Now for some misdemeanor violation of Kansas 21-58-1. In vaccination to have exposure of 12 months will impose a 6-month jail sentence. 2. Concurrent in count 1 for controlling Department of Corrections. Request for fine and as argued by Mr. Stewart, he is sort of sentence for overreaching fees pursuant to Stacey Robinson. As to the issue, I did not mention this. I mean, have you ever felony efforts with the sentence? And maybe in expunge the conviction. Restitution. The court briefed Mr. Stewart's comment that I know Mr. O'Connor and his office they try to secure the presence here, even on the video platform, so as to provide a sport. Like as in the streamer? As Mr. O'Connor actually pointed out in the transcript itself, there is one response, a very simple sentence, just a few words, that it was $12,000 of damage. There is no evidence here that were damaged. There is no evidence as to, I know Mr. O'Connor and his office and the pre-sentence investigator made efforts to secure contact documentation and the presence of the victim here today, and for whatever reason, therefore there is no evidence for this court as it relates to the issue of restitution, and as Mr. Stewart's argued, as in line 6 of the agreement, the state has substantiated the restitution. Number 4, at this hearing, given that there is no evidence, no restitution. Further, in terms of findings or orders, Mr. O'Connor.
There's a PSI notes that Mr. Witt was on probation for Anderson County's 2053. That was a felony out of Washoe County, Nevada, CR 21-1.
Don't mind the airplane.
I don't know if he's already served those sentences. Also, I'd ask for those this sentence imposed consecutive to those two sentences for stages to statutory law. They shall pursuant to operation of law run section to Anderson County, Kansas, and Washoe County, Nevada, CR 21-1584A. Anything there in terms of financial or Mr. Stewart?
I think I would ask, Your Honor, that when the court costs fees to client.
And you'd like that set at? Commencing at $25.
Make a lot more of that a month, you know.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
But they rather spend that on weed than paying their court costs down, and now they've got a warrant out for their arrest, but that's a different story.
They just stopped their recording again on Zoom. I wonder what this could be Trina.
Uh-oh, okay, so Trina might be coming up.
Or state of Kansas versus Daniel. No, or you can hear Daniel. Please take their message.
It was last name Daniels?
Yeah.
I wonder if they'll do her next, if they're going to just go by. So what they did now is they're just going to in custody want people now, so it doesn't really matter at this point because she's in custody. So I wonder if they're just going down at the by last name.
I thought it was yesterday.
They were trying to get her in first for the courtesy of her lawyer because he's a private attorney.
Yeah. So you're asking set aside the bench for bond forfeiture in light of you are here and you mistakenly scheduled the wrong. I thought the date was yesterday. It was supposed to come today, not yesterday. Set aside the previous reading that he was officer. Mr. Daniel, what is the status of you securing an attorney here in the case? Josh. Of course. Yes, I think so. I just got off the phone with him not too long ago. What is he going to do? What is your tweet, Kitty? They're trying to do a diversion program for her. Oh, no, never mind. We'll go ahead and just put her on. Yeah, might as well try. Tina? If they can do diversion, might as well. Right.
Sure.
I would hope Trina's next, only because there's literally nobody else in the courtroom.
I'm like, if she's not next, I'm going to just end this fucking stream and I'll just have to give everybody an update mañana. Their shit together. They kicked the meeting?
Lunch. They must be going to lunch.
My God. I'm like, this is not, whatever, anyways. Or they could just be taking lunch. All right, so this is cold enough. We're going to go back to the studio, so we've cooled down. Give me a sec, y'all. Thanks for your patience. Just make sure. Good Lord, this has been this is kind of why I don't do these things live, because yes, it's great. I love to do the live streams, the court updates live, like show you guys as it's happening. But unfortunately, this is a lot of the stuff that I deal with, okay? And it's not that easy. It may seem like it to some people, but really finding the exact date, the time, the courtroom, when it's going to come on, and then like this, sitting, here and just waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, and then just to see the meeting just to go poof, and us not know, well, did they shut it off?
Yeah.
Because they went to lunch, or did they shut it off because they don't want the public to see it? I don't know. You know what I mean? So, all right, let me get you guys moved out of here really quick. Hold on. And then we're going to discuss a few things. All right. All right, Sunshinery, I'm going to hang up on you since they're off. And thank you for your discussion or keeping us updated, and I will see you in chat. All right? Hello? Hello, 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 hello. All right, here we go. All right, let's move over here to the other room. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, Kansas, state of Kansas, you sure made it difficult for the NJCourts channel today to just try to put out some good old-fashioned court news coverage. Which, again, we're just trying to be transparent and let the public know what's going on with one of the members or, alleged criminals in your state. That's it. No harm done. All right, y'all. So... Oh, okay, cool, Sunshinery. I was wondering, I was like, Sunshinery. So I just hung up on you, sorry. Oh, sorry, that was the hat Well, we're going to do a hat swap. I was just messing with that inside while we're waiting. All right, here we go. I got my real hat on. So, we tried. Again, I'm not sure if that was because they went to lunch, which it's about that time, and I'll tell you this. Lawyers and judges take their lunch break. They don't screw around with that shit. They don't care. They'll just come back, take recess, and come back. Usually they'll announce that, though, so I don't know. I honestly, I want to say they probably just don't want anybody to be able to see this now, whether they're just not sure because they don't know if people are actually recording it or not, whatever it may be. But again, anybody there has the legal right because this is put on as a public link on the worldwide internet, okay, to do whatever they want. All right, you cannot try to enforce some type of statute or law when people are not physically in your courtroom. That's nonsense, especially when you're speaking to people that could be in different parts of the world, okay, not even in your same state or country. So we tried extra hard, okay. We did. And for some of you that may have not joined us at the very beginning, we were able to catch some of the start of the whole court process when they started. And at that time, before they started pushing and rescheduling Trina's hearing, okay, you could see her waiting there. So if you want to see how Trina was looking in the flesh, okay, as soon as this VOD's done, you're more than welcome to go back and you can rewind and catch anything you may have missed. To those who are wondering, well, why did you shut the replay off? I do that when I do this type of, I usually don't. I usually leave replays on. Most of you know that. Because of the type of coverage we were doing today, I had the replay off for other reasons. I don't want to get too much into that, but if you've been a creator, you kind of understand, you'll catch on why I did that just for this purpose only. Most other streams, I've always left replays on, but once we're done with this, you can catch the VOD and the replay will be on so you can rewind, fast forward, and catch anything that you may have missed. So, yes, we tried extra hard, Sunshinery. We did. And I appreciate your help in providing us that extra coverage once I got unlawfully booted off, I guess you can say. But, yeah, and I'm glad, honestly, I'm kind of glad that a lot of people in chat were able to witness kind of what goes on, what I face as a news channel, what journalists face going through a lot of especially journalists that cover court proceedings face on a daily, basis. Also, what as members of the public, I hope a lot of people were able to see how even a judge and even a courthouse itself can even be unconstitutional and break laws, okay, when they themselves think they're enforcing them, all right? So I think we were able, just on what was supposed to be just a, maybe a 10, 15-minute live court case, update as far as just watching what was going to happen. And realistically, I wanted to know what was the reason why what caused the probation violation. Realistically is what I was looking for to provide you guys today with this live coverage. All right. Hey, it's okay. Later, we're going to have updates on Amber HHH and as well as on Trina Golden. So here's what I'll do. I'm going to wait till both of those people's information has been updated, and then I'll come on live, like a breaking news announcement, and I'll update everybody on exactly what happened to both those people today, all right? We tried. Doesn't always work out. I mean, to be honest with you, as many times as we've been successful bringing in this court coverage, I was surprised, and it was going to be time that something was going to happen like this where it just didn't work out, unfortunately. Which, again, we still don't know what happened, all right? But I'm not going to keep sitting here for another hour or two and, log in, log out, be kicked off, figure out another way to get in, for just possibly something that's going to take 5 minutes, and we can get you an update once the court docket notes come out. Now, we as viewers, we love to see it live, and that's why I tried my best to bring it to you. But worst case scenario, I will still be able to update you with, the outcome of both those cases and what happened on both those individuals. Hey, you're welcome, Squishy Socks. But I want to say, in hand to hand with you guys, thank you guys for your patience. Thank you guys for taking the time out of your day today to, join me and try to catch up on some breaking court news. So, again, I want to say thank you guys. Thank you to my mods for your patience and all your work today. Thank you, Roofer, Sunshinery. I saw Zen today here in chat. I appreciate everybody's hard work. Thank you to all the viewers. Thank you to everybody that supports this channel. As a matter of fact, I want to make sure that I didn't forget to shout out anybody. Whoa, I know we had a new member of the jury join up, so thank you. And I think we had a super chat that I wanted to. I did shout out on Post It. As a matter of fact, that was John Jacobs. So earlier I just did this, but since we don't have to be quiet anymore, and don't say I didn't give you an earbud warning, and you know what to do in chat, spam them gavels if you got them. John Jacobs, I want to say big thank you for your donation, my friend. I appreciate your continued support. This gavel slam goes out to you. As well as I want to say big thank you to our new member of the jury. I appreciate your support and enjoy spamming those emojis, my friend. This gavel slam goes out to you. Oh, I'm going to have to hold on to my phone for sure, else this cheap old tripod I have it on is just going to go flying too, so. Hey, that one landed right on me. I wish you guys, and you know what? We are going to have the gavel cam coming up soon, because I want you guys to be able to see how high these things fly, man. It's hilarious. All right. Slick X, I just explained that here a second ago. You're about to have a rewind, though. As soon as the VOD's done. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. I promise you. All right, so hold on. Let me just make sure that I didn't miss any shout-outs. Also, I have an announcement that I want to make before I end the stream. Is it on this one that I can check? Oh, no, because we weren't on StreamYard. Okay, I'm pretty sure. Oh, wait, here we go. I think I go here. Here we go. Oh, I did. No. I did miss some stuff. So, one, I want to say Cat Crazy, and I don't know if Cat Crazy's still here, but Cat Crazy, I missed Cat Crazy, had donated 5 memberships earlier. So one, I want to say huge thank you to Cat Crazy for your continued support, my friend, in donating those 5 memberships. And I want to say big thank you and welcome to our 5 new members, all right? Hold on, let me fix the gavel really quick. Cat Crazy, this gavel slam goes out to you, my friend. I appreciate your continued support. Okay, I was waiting for that one to land on me. That's hilarious. These things are this gavel's getting some airtime today. Shit, I don't even know where that one flew to. Hold on, I'm going to have to find it because we got one more shout out. Oh shit, golly. Dude, that is crazy, man. Oh, there it is. I was going to say, I saw that thing fly. Man, my office looks like a bomb just blew up in here with all the paperwork, and I'm going to have to do some cleaning as soon as we're done. It was such a... I tried to be as organized as I could this morning, but that judge got me all unorganized. Sicilian, the calendar. Good question. Good question. So here's what we're going to do. Actually, hold on. Let me finish up this, and that was going to be one of my announcements. So, I'm going to give this a heart to John Jacobs. I want to say big thank you. I think I could pin this. Oh, I can't pin it. But I want to say big thank you to the Real Ones Only. Real Ones Only was our member today that signed up. So thank you so much for signing up as a member of the jury. I appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy spamming those emojis, the Reals One Only. Thank you for being a member of the jury. This gavel slam goes out to you. You know what to do in chat. Spam them gavels if you got them. Okay, that one flew forward. All right. So, Sicilian, to answer your question, so Sunshinery has actually worked on the calendar. We were just trying to figure out a way of how do we get the calendar to you guys. So I think what we're going to do, and this is an idea of Sunshinery's, not mine. So Sunshinery, thank you so much for being the intelligent one out of the group. We're going to just post it on the community tab, okay? Makes it easy for everybody. So you will see a community tab post with the monthly calendar. What you can do as an individual is you can take a screenshot of that and save it so that you have that always on you, or you always know that you can reference to the community tab. And I think I can even pin it so it'll always be on the top. And the schedule for every month will be on there. As well as anytime I need to update it, I don't have to make a new post. I can just go back to that original post and edit it, okay? So, and that's why I think, and I'm pretty sure I can pin it. That way when I do edit it, it's always at the top. So anytime you check the community post, you'll always have an updated calendar. So, you should see that here probably by the end of today. And I hope it works that way. Because that was kind of we were trying to figure out how do we get it to you guys. Making the calendar, I mean, it's not easy for me, but I think Sunshinery is pretty savvy at that stuff. So that wasn't the hard thing for her. It was just how do we get it out to you guys? You know what I mean? Do we do like an email, do that? And then that's too much work. So I think the easiest thing for everybody is just posting it on the community post. And it also makes it really easy to update it, most importantly. And put calendar under your description under more. Good idea. We can also do that as well. Thank you, John Jacobs. Thank you, chat. So, what goes on next from here? Well, we got obviously 2 updates that I need to get to you guys. What happened to Trina Golden today, and what happened with the Amber HHH case, all right? What else do we got? That's going to be probably either an update coming later today or sometime tomorrow, okay? We've got the IRL road trip starting next week, okay? Actually, kind of the weekend next week, here very soon, all right? I'll be updating you guys as far as like a basic itinerary once I get on the road. And that's coming up. That's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to be trying to provide to you guys as much IRL as I can. I just got to solve this overheating problem. So hopefully I can get that fan before I leave. Worst case, I'll figure something out. But I'm honestly starting to think it might, because I didn't have this issue last year. Now, I wasn't using the magnet, but the fact that I took the cover off that had the magnet and it was still kind of doing this, I got to wonder if it's either I need to maybe update the live streaming app that I'm using. Maybe there's something going on. They've got a bug. Or B, there's something going on with my phone, which if that's the case, I hope it's not, because this was a very expensive phone. But if it is, it should still be under warranty because I haven't had this for a year, and I do have insurance. But I think the warranty should cover it. So I hope not, because I don't want to do all that going to the store, and I don't want to have to reorder one, especially when I'm about to head out on a road trip. But if it's going to be overheating, how am I going to be able to stream? So I've got a few kinks I got to work out too. So we've got updates before the road trip. Oh, and most importantly, before I leave, I'm going to be doing an official kickstart for the NJCourts project. Remember our fundraiser to help people out? Remember, we're trying to do some good in this world. So those, I don't have a button on here. I got it on my golly, how can I have a brain fart on the hat that I wear the most? On my, starts with an F. My fedora, excuse me, there we go. I got my little NJCourts button. We're going to be doing an official kickstart to that fundraiser, which some of you are new to that. That fundraiser's not for me. That's a fundraiser. We started kind of a little project. We started last year with the Polar Plunge, where we're going to do a fundraiser every quarter. That's going to be one, fun for you guys, and two, is going to benefit a nonprofit that you guys get to pick out. Last year, we helped out St. Jude's, and we helped out the animal shelter here in Las Cruces, New Mexico, okay? This year, I don't know who we're going to help. I'm going to let you guys pick. But what I do know is as long as I sell all 50 of those buttons, we should be able to donate a really good little donation to some group and hopefully help them out. Okay. But either way, I'm going to try to do something every quarter. And with every quarter, I'm going to change up the merch that I'm going to be fundraising or selling for the fundraiser. So this first quarter, we're going to start with the little buttons. Darn it, I don't even have the box here with me. But either way, I'll show you. I think I'm going to do it for the weekend. But yeah, I'm going to do something fun for that. And that way I can ship out those buttons before I leave on the road trip. And that way you guys, can get those and we can start that project. And like I said, once the buttons, 50 of them are gone, we'll start with the next pizza merch and then we'll do a vote on who we're going to donate that money to. We'll donate it to them and then we'll figure out what we're going to do for the next quarter. I vote animal shelter every time, Sunshinery, but to be fair to everybody, I want to leave that vote to you guys. So, and remember, this last one, we'd help 2 people. We did for the animals and for the people. So we can do something like that this time. You know what I mean? So that's what we're going to do, Sicilian. See, and you know what, because you go, well, what do you need a kickstart for? It's just a button. What I'm going to do that day is I'm going to explain the ways that you can purchase the button, which I think right now the easiest is going to be through Cashapp, Venmo, and PayPal. If for those that don't have those and say, well, can we use the super chats and stuff? I got to figure that out because 30% gets taken out of that amount that you donate through when you do super chats on YouTube. So I'd have to figure out, what the correct price is going to be with that 30% difference, okay? 2, that money you only see that once a month, and that's paid the following month. So really, I would just have to just cover you, which I'm fine with that, But it's just so much easier using the other methods. But for some of those people that don't want to use those other methods or don't have that access to them, I need to figure out a way that you guys can have access to the buttons, whether it is doing the YouTube route, and if it is, I just got to figure out how I'm going to do that route, okay, which most likely will just be me having to just cover the cost up front. I don't have a problem doing that as long as I have the money, and then, I just repay myself once next month comes. It's not a big deal. Oh, yes. No, I know we were talking about that. So I'd like to do, most importantly, again, the vote's up to you guys, but I would like to donate these next proceeds to, which the animal shelter was great because we were able to hand that directly to them. When we did the St. Jude's, we did that through their online website, which, again, I don't know where that money goes to. I would hope that it's going for the good thing, like they say. Doing the animal shelter directly, I liked because I knew that was going straight to them, most likely going to go for food or, toys, something. It wasn't like we donated to the city and then they were going, well, we'll donate this much to the animal shelter and then maybe we'll no. So I agree. I would like to do it to somebody that we can just directly hand it to and we know exactly where that donation's going to and that it's going to be going to a good cause. Can you drop the link here? Bill Potter. Never even seen you before, so welcome, but, you. I see you. Which link would you like? Oh, yes, I can, so and I don't know so maybe you can help me, I see you. I pinned those, links at the top, but maybe you don't see them, and if so, I will I can, let me post the link up again really quick. I try to pin those, that way it helps the mods not having to have to always keep reposting those. But you were asking for Sunshineries. Got you. Okay. Cool. Well, there you go. Looks like Sunshinery got it for you. Sorry about that. I just was reading chat right now. Okay. So, what else? I think that was it. That was my little announcement. Just kind of giving you guys an idea of what the streaming schedule is going to look like from now till the next time I see you guys. I think that's it. Man, I just feel like we had such an eventful but uneventful stream. Oh, man. But like I said, unfortunately, it doesn't work out 100%. I mean, we like to try to make it work out 100%, but hey, we tried our best. We really did. Patricia Haven, I'm not sure. I'll tell you this. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. The way that judge is, I would just move on, do your thing, and not worry about, trying to enforce these unconstitutional laws. You know what I mean? So I can't really say. I don't know if they did take a lunch break or they just said, you know what? Screw it. We're just going to take it off. I mean, realistically, if nobody else is going to be teleconferencing through Zoom, then yeah, I guess they could do that. If they don't need to use it anymore. But that's the thing. If you are going to be using it, then they need to understand you cannot tell people what they can and can't do when you're literally putting something on the internet for the public to access. You know what I mean? So accessible. And even then, going back to, why they should actually be showing, if they have the ability, they should allow the public to access it. I get it. I think so. I believe that they should. I don't think they should make it difficult for the public to have to be able to access this. Because remember, at the end of the day, if you were physically there, and why should it be any different for any of the other rest of us? Just because we don't have access to get there? I could list you a whole list of reasons as to why people lawfully should be able to have access online because of reasons, they can't just go, whether it's a medical condition that, keeps them from not being able to travel or reach the hearing. Hey, finish it. But again, I don't know. I don't know if they just stopped for lunch or if they're Trina's hearing as we're speaking right now. And, they just decided not to put it on Zoom. No one was there, just you? Okay, so it might be lunch. They might have broke for lunch. Okay, so, which they didn't announce what time they were going to come back at. I would just assume an hour. But I think it's just safe to say, being that I don't want to guess and I don't want to keep you guys here just, sitting here and waiting. We're just going to have to, give you an update, via the court and docket or notes as we have in the past. So, I'm just trying to think, going forth, doing, as far as the jury trial, maybe it's going to require having a right to somebody down there at the courthouse and or maybe even their boss, which would maybe I think be the governor at that point, since it's a district courthouse, and, just let them know that, hey, what's up with, it being, you pretty much being unconstitutional, not allowing a news station to express their right to freedom of press, and to you guys, members of the public, it's very unconstitutional as well. So I don't know. Like I said, do I want to really spend that time and energy or just move on? Again, we can still update you. I mean, at the end of the day, I can still provide updates. I still can access the court notes and dockets, which is publicly accessible. So I don't know why you wouldn't want the public to be able to watch when the public can go on and access the notes. The public can submit a FOIA request and request to have that whole case information sent to them. Okay, so again, I don't know. I don't know if it was just kind of a, more of a power trip type of thing. I don't know. And I don't want to make any allegations. I have nothing against that judge. I just don't agree with some of the decisions they made towards the access of this case is all. Patricia, I actually would love to, but unfortunately, because I'm prepping for this road trip, I have other things I have to do today. I had only planned a certain amount of time this morning for this, and I'm already over that time frame. So I am going to just call it an end of stream, as much as I would love to stay here and continue chatting and waiting and see if they just broke for lunch. But unfortunately, I do have to get to some other things. So I am going to be calling it an end of stream. Now, I may be coming back today. As long as there's updates, I will get those to you. If they're not ready today, We'll just have to wait till as soon as they're ready. Could be today, could be tomorrow. But as soon as I do have updates on Trina Golden and updates on what happened to Amber HHH, both of them that had cases this morning, and actually both of them were pretty similar, being that they both were having to do with breaking probation. So I'll get you those updates as soon as I can. I'll see you guys very soon. We've got a lot of stuff coming up between the court news and IRL streaming fun stuff. So I'll see you guys here soon. Don't worry. All right. Don't forget to keep your head on a swivel, my friends. Check that 6. Today, I think we could definitely use a lot of love. I do. I need to go. I hopefully somebody can shoot some love to me. Not a rough one. It's not like, oh man, it's just, it beats you down a bit, I thought we were going to be able to bring that live, and I'm not happy. I'm not going to lie. I'm not happy with the way that was handled by the court. So, but it is what it is. So, I could use some love if you want to send some my way, but I will be sending a lot of love out to as many people as I can. So I always try to say, at least, just even if it's yourself, throw some love out once a day. All right. It's good for the world. But, just stay safe out there, but we'll see you here soon. But, actually, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to do the NJCourts is officially out, because if I come back today, then I'm lying. So, there could be a good possibility I will be coming back later this afternoon or evening. So, I'm not going to say NJCourts is officially out. Thank you, Sunshinery. I appreciate it. And, hey, I want to say a big thank you again to you for all your hard work and for, trying to help us out today with, bringing us that coverage. And you did. You were there. It's just, I don't know what happened. Again, I don't know if it was lunch break or they just said, forget it. We're just going to kick everybody out. So, all right, y'all. You have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday afternoon now. Technically, for my friends on the West Coast, still morning. You got a couple more hours. And we'll see you here soon, all right, my friends? Again, thank you for everybody's support. Thank you all the mods for being here. Thank you to all the members of the jury, all the viewers, the haters, lovers, and even those in between, as I say. We'll see you on the next one, my friends. NJCourts is not out. I'm just going to call it a stream. At least we heard a murder trial, kind of true that. Yeah, no, I'll say this. I think for those that haven't been able to experience a lot of, which is a good thing, okay? I don't necessarily think it, unless you work in the court system, it's a good thing to, be there all the time. But for those that aren't very familiar with how the court system works, I think today gave people a good idea, or at least not idea, a good little sneak peek at not the not so good side of the way the legal system works, in my opinion. All right, y'all. Have a good rest of your day. Adios, my friends. Lots of love back to you as always, all right? And I appreciate that. Watching for you later on, my friend. Hey, and thank you guys that, came out with me on the little garden stream tour. I always enjoy, showing people the garden. And hopefully we'll have some more updates on that as they come, all right? All right, everybody, have a good rest of your afternoon. We might see you later on today. Like I said, as long as there's updates, I'll be on. If they're not, I'm just going to wait, okay? And most likely it'll either be today they'll be up or by tomorrow. I can't see it being any longer. And then we'll see on that one. All right, everybody, have a good rest of your day. I'm out. Peace.